You are listening to the decision reel.
Hey, welcome to the Decision Reel, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. This week, we have hosts Wally and Randall with us on the long couch, as we're calling it.
Don't go into the long grass.
Or don't sit on the long couch.
Don't sit on the long couch.
Because Wally wants to hear it. Wally, tell us why you don't want to sit on the long couch.
That sounded dirty. Wanna play a game?
Jesus Christ, that's a little too scary for me.
I started talking deeper, so it was ridiculously
It was deeper with the deeper.
Let me talk higher.
You want to do the higher?
Wanna play a game?
That's even worse. I'm sorry. That's even worse. We got some new toys over here, so we're just trying them out.
I told Steve he should have done the whole introduction sequence with the high-pitched voice, but he said no.
I didn't want to kill people right off the bat.
Just do the first two sentences.
What are the first two sentences?
I don't know. You have to read them off with the high-pitched voice.
You saying
Welcome to the decision reel.
Is that it? I don't.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I needed.
Okay, perfect. Well, on the decision reel, like we said, we try and fail every time to review a movie. This week, we're looking at the movie American Sniper, as picked by Randall.
It's a little more serious. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it goes with where we're around. I mean, what's coming up is July 4th, Independence Day. So America, it's kind of within that. Is that why you picked it?
No, I don't know why I fucking picked it.
You don't even know why you picked
it.
it.
The first movie that came into my head that wasn't a Marvel movie.
Oh.
Make a left
So
down
you're
Bakalaka Street.
I think you might have said something about
Snipers?
something last week, and I was like,
I thought you pulled this right out your hooch.
I mean, you kind of did when you think about it.
I was like, wait, what?
I'm not mad about it.
I don't mind.
American Sniper.
I don't mind it. I love war movies.
I'm up there. I like war movies too. The last two war movies that have been picked on this show. Is this a show? This is a show.
Yeah.
I just not for me, bro.
Or the last two.
What was the other one?
Designated Survivor or whatever the fuck it is.
The
Marky
fuck
Mark.
is that? Oh, Marky Mark.
No, it's not Designated
Marky Mark.
Survivor. What is
that's
it?
Lone
Sniper,
Sniper.
right?
Lone Sniper.
Lone Sniper. No,
Is it
Lone Survivor.
Lone
That's
Survivor.
what it is.
Yeah, there it
look,
is.
we're getting them all crossed. Yeah, that movie to me, we did that for Veterans Day, and I don't know something about that.
Mark.
What about some
That was a good
notable?
movie.
What about some notable
Like
war movies?
Black Hawk
but
Down to me is great.
It's amazing.
It's great. There's
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder is the best war movie ever made.
There's
because
name some weird one. Like those are big ones. Like
Thin Red Line.
Yes.
Okay.
Enemy at the Gates.
Enemy.
Okay.
Hold on.
Vasily Zaitsev.
Hold on. This is where we were going to go when I said earlier we're going to get off the rails a little bit because I was going to do a comparable
It's a way better sniper movie.
to Enemy at the Gates because Sniper. Let's be
Still
real.
a good movie though.
There's a sniper duel in this if you want to kind of break this movie down, right?
There's also the
But
most
there really isn't. But there is.
realistic, awkward sex scene of all time in that movie.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking
Gritty.
about? Oh, it has your girl from The Mummy too.
Yeah, Rachel Weisz,
Yeah.
who somebody thinks is
Randall,
not
you'd like this.
attractive, but
You'd like that movie, Enemy at the Gates. Have you seen it before?
No.
It's really good. It's really good.
it's Is it World War? It's World War II. Yeah. And it feels like it's World War I, but I think it's because it's in Russia and Germany, right?
Yeah, maybe.
But it's take the best parts of this movie about actual warfare and snipers and what they have to go through, and they're sitting there and waiting for a while, and crank it up to like 11, and then throw some gritty realism with like just dirt on top of it, and that's fucking Enemy at the Gates.
Yeah, it's really good.
Sounds fun.
It's really good.
It's actually
But I was
way
thinking,
better
right?
than this movie.
I was thinking, no, this movie was great. I think this one's a little different because it's like, obviously you relate more to it, this movie, because we're American men in our 30s.
American man.
Right, he joined the military in his 30s, right? Isn't that how?
Yeah,
and how it went?
old man.
Well, so in the movie, yes, but in real life, he joined it when he was 25.
Okay, a little bit earlier. Anyways, but other notable war movies is what I wanted to mention.
Okay,
A lot of ones that kind of like sneak past the radar.
sure.
I love Owen Wilson's Behind Enemy Lines.
Yeah. Oh, love that movie. That's such a we've talked about this on this
It's great.
podcast where You think of Owen Wilson, wow, you know what I mean? But it's not
One of his
really.
best movies.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's him typecasting himself and playing opposite of what you normally see him as, and he fucking knocks out of the park in that movie.
It's a good fighter jet sequence in the beginning.
Oh yeah. Almost
then-
Top Gun-ish.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Another weird one that I like that not a lot of other people like was Tears of the Sun. with
Tears
Bruce.
of the Sun was okay.
That's like one of those ones that wasn't realistic at all, but I kind of enjoyed it.
He fucks with it. You
Yeah.
know. No, I thought Tears of the Sun was pretty good. It had its moments, but it was still like I could
Fake
see.
as fuck.
I could see where people
There's
were
people
having
were
some-
jumping over trees and somersaulting and shooting like fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it
was
wasn't realistic.
Expendables, but
yeah.
realistically
Yeah,
expendable.
I've never seen Expendables.
Don't.
You're better off.
Yeah, I don't
Your
think
life.
I can.
I watched we talked about Double Team and I
yeah.
watched it on Prime.
Better than
is-
Expendables.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Think of a discount
fuck-
Rush Hour is what Double Team is before Rush Hour is a thing.
I love Rush Hour.
I
Double
love Rush
Team is
Hour too.
yeah.
Oh, God.
It's what's his face in Dennis Rodman.
What-
And it's
yeah.
the whole
Snipes and Dennis Rodman.
they
What am I
feed-
thinking of?
they feed Dennis Rodman basketball one-liners
Mm-hmm.
the whole movie. Every
'Cause
time he
why
kills
not?
someone, he's like nothing but it.
That was an
It's
easy layup.
It's so fucking stupidly good. It's good.
It
It's
is good. It's good. Anyways, we're talking about American Sniper. So what
Yes.
it's about: Navy SEAL sniper Chris Kyle's pinpoint accuracy saves countless lives on the battlefield and turns him into a legend. Back home with his family after 4 tours of duty, however, Chris finds that it is the war that he can't leave behind.
Weird. Who would have thought?
I've heard a lot of stories
People?
about that. Like people just can't get out of that mindset.
Well, I mean that's
They can't
PTSD and
Get
whatnot.
back into real life, so they just keep going back and going.
Well, you got to
back.
think, right? You're dealing with so much trauma. Even though you could be the most hard-headed, man that you want, but if you're going through those atrocities and like crazy shit that you're seeing, it's gonna wear you down to where you can see the one point where he's sitting there just staring at nothing on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Oh,
say
yeah.
is a very good visual for what's happening in the movie and how they filmed it, where you think he's just watching war, and then it turns around and there's nothing on TV. To me, that is PTSD. I don't know personally about
Yeah.
it, but from what everybody says and reading and
The blank stare.
I got
Yeah.
I got a childlike brain. You know,
like brain.
So,
Look at
like,
it. Look at it.
I'll do serious.
movies.
I'll do serious.
Sorry.
I'm talking high. Go ahead. I'll do serious shit,
Yeah,
right? But
Yeah.
not preferably. So, like during this movie, there's a lot of serious stuff, and there was a point where they were all like the insurgents. There's the sniper guy was up top, and that dude has a drill, and he
Oh
grabs a
my
little
God.
fucking kid, and I'm like, I
forgot how
can't
brutal.
watch that. There's no fucking way.
I forgot how
There's
brutal this
no
movie
way.
got. And, I was
And you
like,
can
oh
only
my
imagine.
God.
I mean, shit like that had to have happened, right? People are fucking, especially
Yeah.
there, that part of the world. People
Yeah,
are
they don't
fucking.
give a fuck.
You know
wild.
what? You know what? I think worse things were happening. But this
Probably,
has to
probably.
be for everybody. Well, not everybody. Obviously, it's a rated R
A
movie.
little
But what I'm
shock and
saying
awe,
is,
something weird.
they
you know?
can't. Right? They can't put what's actually going on or some of the atrocities that are going on. They can't just show that on screen,
No.
or else.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking, that was too much for me. That was too much.
Yeah.
I had to take a little breather after that. Go like a shower and a poo. I swear, there's no way. No way.
I had to get rid of them demons.
Thank God for everyone that goes out and fights this shit.
Yeah, I know I'm like desensitized to certain stuff, but like to me, I was like, okay, yeah, that's a little fucked up, but it still wasn't. I don't know. Saving Private Ryan's a little bit worse to me. Now it's
Really?
showing a different.
Steve would watch Faces of Death and be like,
Yeah,
yeah.
What is that?
It's people dying. Like real
it's like
videos of people
it's so like in the
dying.
'90s they had like before the internet was just posting random shit.
I couldn't watch more than one of those.
It was
I
like-
remember my friend showing me one and then me going, oh no, I can't do this.
So fun fact: did you know that Faces of Death was actually made by the same guy that made Girls Gone Wild?
Oh God. Well, primal, go jumping into some weird primal shit there. Some creepy, fucking
Nah,
creepy
it's like that one
shit.
website when you were in high school, or I was in high school. You guys are in high school because you're
Shut-
old. The one where it had like all the like the actual things on there. I was like, ugh, I can't.
What
fucking
actual
do this.
things?
I can't
What are you
fucking
talking
do
about?
this.
Like all the beheadings and all that,
Yeah.
whatever
That's
crazy
it.
shit.
That's it. That's
Live
shit.
Live
Like,
Leak,
bro,
I
I
think
cannot
there
watch
was.
this
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, that's the same stuff. I could do
And
it.
like everybody in high school would like gather around the computer to watch them. Like y'all are fucking weird.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I'm doing this.
Well, you got to think like
But throw 'em up.
this movie kind of takes place during that particular time where all these all these video clips were coming out of the Middle East of people being beheaded or fucked up or whatnot, and they were putting it on the internet to show everybody. And the guy even says it in the the movie that he's taking videos of him shooting Americans and posting it online. And Chris Kyle's watching it at one point, and it's fucked up.
They're still doing it.
For sure, stopped. It hasn't stopped. And the main thing too, that war's war, and it is shit. But I just didn't like how this movie painted every single person that was over there. That was basically everybody's against them. You know what I mean? Everybody that's over there are bad people.
Well, so they also said that they were training some of the guys over there.
No, but what I'm saying
the
is
ones
like
that they showed, they were the bad guys.
That's what I'm saying. Every single the family that they stop in, that they find, whatever, they're bad. The fucking kid that picks up the rocket launcher where he's about to shoot, after he shoots the dude, you're like, well, I guess that kid's bad, and then he puts it down, but
But you gotta think this is based on the book from people that were over there.
We don't know. It wasn't like a large scope of individuals, but.
No, it was only 3 people.
Who knows?
Right. But all I'm saying though is like
I know these guys are trained to think everyone's bad.
Well, no,
from talking to friends, like
they have
majority
to.
of my friends are like, yeah. So I was talking to some friends. I'm not going to name.
You're in a war zone too, so
yeah, and they were handing out water to these individuals, and they got too close to the car, and they warned these people, and then shots broke out, and some crazy shit fucking happened. But they were told you can't get this close, or this said shit's going to happen. And they made these split-second decisions. So that way their team survives.
Well, remember
to
the
keep
movie?
protecting whoever's.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
Go
you
ahead.
off.
No, you're
remember
fine.
the movie Three Kings? Something like that
Great
happens
movie.
where they get the gold in the one where they're pulling up the shaft, right? And like people are trying to come up to that the whatever bus they're in, and Spike Jonze is in it. Like, yo, get back, and he accidentally shoots somebody, and it's sharp.
Yep.
What a great movie!
This wasn't an accident. My friend's story. This wasn't an accident.
They were
doing
too
that
close.
to.
They don't know what they have underneath the clothes and shit.
Yeah.
Right. And
They gotta do what you gotta
getting
do.
back to what I was saying is they show in the beginning of the movie the kid coming out with his mom, and
wild.
but that was happening for sure.
Oh yeah.
But I just wanted a part to show that, hey,
There's
there are
humanity
okay,
there.
right? There are people there that aren't
get that.
trying to kill Americans, and they're all not bad people.
Do you think this was like propaganda? Is that why?
It kind of feels very propaganda-ish, a little bit of points. And
Don't
then
go watch
like,
Top Gun, Steve.
yeah, I know, right? And then like towards the end, like I know all that stuff is real, where they're showing the parade they had and like the funeral for him and all this stuff. It just felt like they were making him out to be this giant superhero dude when he really wasn't. And I'm not talking shit about Chris Kyle. I'm not trying to downplay anything, but the movie just made him seem better than he was, I guess. And I mean, it's a movie, so it should. I mean, it's not real.
For a while, he still was like a big part of U.S. history.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's not.
He was also a perfect candidate because of the way he died,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like that did nothing but excel this further out. Like, we had this war hero,
Mhm,
and he went down in this way. So we can use this to try to promote all this PTSD shit too. And that was like, I remember hearing about that before I heard about anything else.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Forever ago.
I didn't even know who Chris Kyle was until I heard he died. And how he
Yeah.
died. And like, I swear. No, I'm thinking of a different thing. I was going to say there's a video of it, but there's not, because it happened in the back of a truck. But yeah, and when that happened, it was finally like,
Imagine that too, right? Imagine going through all that and then that being the circumstance. That's wild, man.
The same thing I thought when I first watched the movie. I was like, that fucking sucks,
That's
dude.
wild.
Well, at that
Wow,
point,
what are
right?
the
Like,
odds?
You think war heroes blaze glory?
no,
But
that's how they normally go out.
Just going out training.
It's crazy,
Well,
man.
not even
Not
training.
even- yeah,
Just some crazy guy in the back of their truck. Like,
Yeah.
and we'll get into why he killed them in a little bit in Steve's fun facts of the week coming up. If you're listening,
Yeah, I didn't get that deep.
Oh.
Sorry if nobody wants to listen to this one, but my bad.
Look,
It's a little more serious. I was looking for a palate cleanser, and it was a good palate cleanser, but Brent's not here, so I don't know.
What kind of palate are you fucking trying to cleanse with this goddamn
I know,
movie,
right?
Randall?
The last fucking movie palette.
That last movie was gold.
No, it was
If
not.
I had to personally pick between the two, I'd watch the last one.
I
Not
agree.
because it's a terrible
I
movie, but
agree.
I can't handle a movie like this. My brain is not built for stuff like this.
I enjoy movies that are fantasy to a point that makes you think. This movie just makes me go,
Ugh,
This
people
movie-
fucking suck, man.
So this movie makes me want to get back in, but I can't. So it's kind of like,
Why not?
I'm retired.
You can't unretire?
No,
Why not?
I'm medically retired, so I can't go back
Why?
at all.
Not to pry into your personal needs, but why were you? Why were you medically
You don't have
retired?
to disclose- you don't have to
Nothing
disclose
big.
this.
My
It's just
ball
some
bag
bullshit.
burst. All right,
It's some
and
bullshit.
You
That's
know,
all
but
it is.
so many people get for mild, like you hurt yourself, you tear something, you do some weird shit like that, your eyes are fucked up. You know, like you can get medically
I tore
an honorable discharge.
my coccyx.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my
I got punched in
You
the
don't need to
jejunum.
tell us.
my boots would be full of blood and I couldn't walk. So
Your
like,
what?
my
Your boots would be full of blood.
Yeah, so I couldn't
So
walk.
you have a chronic foot fungus
No.
that bleeds
But
constantly.
this is what I'm
You made
talking
it seem
about.
so
So
much worse.
this is what I'm talking about, though. It's like there's so many things that if you're not in like manageable form or good conditioning, you,
Well, I
you can
couldn't
get
do it.
honorable discharge. You know,
Yeah, so I got medically
I know a ton of people that have that, especially where I work. So
Yeah.
Well, all right.
But you know, also the normal back, knees, ears, bullshit.
So you're
Knees
saying
get
your
bad,
ears
back's
are
in.
not good?
They're ringing constantly, but that's about it.
So you're not losing
so
your
tonight
hearing. You just have constant ringing.
Yeah, tinnitus.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, because you
Yeah.
keep telling me to turn this down, and
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
it's
very
as
loud
as
at
fuck.
all.
That's all it is. No,
That's
I
one of
still
the-
hear, but you
that's-
still.
That's
gonna
one of the
say,
largest ones I run
because
into,
Yeah.
that is at like a
Everybody.
quarter.
especially in the Navy.
Yeah, it's fucking loud.
But it's not.
So many of these guys working around these planes and on these carriers and shit.
Oh, they probably can't hear
Years
for
in,
shit.
my dad has tinnitus.
Yeah.
My dad. There's so
Is
many.
it? Hold on. Is it tendinitis or
Tinnitus.
So I think people get it
Tinnitus.
confused with tendinitis, which
Mhm.
is more of a muscle
gingivitis?
tinnitus, right?
Tough actin,
tinnitus.
tenactin. I don't know.
That's the whistling in your ears
Yeah.
that people get. I get it before I fall asleep. That's why I listen to lo-fi hip hop on my way out the door in the middle of the night. Yeah, any kind of white noise works. The thing is, you can't watch something because there feels like there's something going on in the background, so it has to be music. I have to listen to music.
You know,
If
I
not,
think
can't sleep.
Cell machine.
I might have found out why I have to watch TV to go to sleep
That might be it.
because I can't hear. I just.
It is like
There's nothing
it
going
is-
on.
It is a high pitch. Turn that thing on, Steve. Turn the thing on.
The what? This
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
I don't think I
No,
that's
that's
high
too
enough.
annoying.
And it's if it was like this, I should probably go to a mental hospital.
Jesus Christ. Give instructor. Oh, goddamn motherfucker. Anyways, where to watch American Sniper? For free currently, you can watch it on Roku TV. If you have the Roku app or whatever, you can just watch it on there. If anybody doesn't have that, you can get it even if you don't have a Roku, which is kind of cool. There's
Is it a
bunch of shit on
Roku
there.
or is it Roku?
Roku, whatever. I don't fucking care.
No, I'm asking.
I'm telling.
I think it's.
You got all defensive. I'm
it's
asking.
I think it's Roku.
God damn.
Roku. I don't know, bro.
I'm not Brent. I know I'm
Calls him-
sitting where Brent's sitting, but
Thanks,
I'm not
Wally.
fucking
Don't treat him like
Thanks.
Brent.
I was
what? You know
genuinely
what?
asking. I needed to make sure I wasn't saying it wrong for the past fucking 4 years.
I apologize. I came at you a little too hot there.
It's all right.
I'm just used to looking over at somebody going,
Cocksucker.
learn how to fucking talk.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Anyways.
Brent.
To rent, you can get this on YouTube, Vudu, Google Play, Apple TV, and Amazon.
And if you're in another country, you can watch it on Netflix.
There's a lot of countries that have a lot of other
It's
stuff on
fucking
Netflix.
bullshit.
It's not bullshit. It has to do with copyright laws, and it has to do with different production companies owning rights to different things in different
I
countries.
can see why he thinks it's bullshit.
Because I got to pay for it.
Because it's
Or-
called American Sniper.
Well,
That's probably why. That's where I thought you are. That's where I thought your
No,
brain
but
was
that
at.
makes more sense
But
than what I was
clearly,
bitching
it's
about.
not where your brain was. At.
Or you get
Anyways.
a VPN and just watch it from that country on your computer on Netflix.
You can change your place on Netflix, can't you? You were right over there. Keep put the filter on that. See what it sounds like when you fucking.
Which one, the high one?
Yeah.
do.
It's a little
Yo,
weird.
belch. Do belch.
Well, I don't. No, you can put me on the spot. I can't just.
I'll do it. Good.
Jesus Christ.
This is too funny. All right. Anyways, this is based on the book of the same name by Chris Kyle, Scott McEwen, and Jim. I don't fucking know how to say this. Defelice? DEFELIZE. Desyphilis. Sure.
Jesus.
It's probably Defelice.
Honorable discharge.
Defelice.
I have
Defelice?
syphilis.
That would get you thrown out, apparently. The screenplay was by Jason Hall, and this was directed by Clint Eastwood.
I liked seeing his name. I liked when I saw that.
He's also in the movie.
You want to talk about a fucking man's man?
Was he?
Yeah, so
Yes.
the part where little Chris Kyle goes and steals the Bible out of the church, while they're going into the church, you can kind of see him not looking at the camera, but kind of like from behind to the side as they're walking in.
So he had a little cameo. That's all it was.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood's the shit.
Depending on
Watch
the
all
movie.
his old movies. All of them.
Okay, yeah, sure, old movies. I just don't like all the
Josie
new
Wales.
movies he's done, like the
Fistful of Dollars.
Cry Macho and all that bullshit. Stupid.
I didn't watch that one. That's his,
fucking. What was the not the?
that's his
Camino,
directing,
what was-
starring movies. Anything before all that was fucking phenomenal.
What was the one he did where like he like befriended that like kid on a street?
The Hispanic kid on the street.
Yeah.
What was
Gran
that
Torino?
movie?
Yeah,
Yes.
Gran Torino called everybody gooks and shit. like, oh, it's so fucked up.
Kooks like you 6 feet tall.
Oh,
Tall
it was
and
kind of badass in the movie still.
I was like, holy shit.
That was the-
Jesus Christ,
yeah.
old man.
That was probably the last movie that I watched him, and I was like, all right, okay, cool, I'm all right with this.
Yeah, that was great.
But that's
Gran
a, like-
Torino was
Good movie.
phenomenal.
That's a
movie.
watch once movie, and like, all right,
Yeah, well,
You're
yeah.
not gonna watch it. Yeah.
no,
I love fucking full character development. That was
mhm.
like from one person to the best version.
the best.
You know what I'm
version.
saying?
The best.
Fighting the people in a war, the same kind of people in a war,
And
same
then
race,
saving them, yeah.
and then loving them and saving them at the end. Perfect.
all right, that would, yeah, that's good,
8.5
yeah.
out of 10.
That's a good movie. Yeah.
Anyway,
So this is starring not a lot of people when you break it down. Like there's a lot of bit characters here and there, and like people in the movie, but there's not a lot of big name actors. So we have Bradley Cooper as Chris Kyle, Sienna Miller as Taya Kyle, Kyle Gallner as Goat Winston, Keir O'Donnell as Jeff Kyle, his brother, and Jake McDorman as Biggles. Those are only the people.
this was
that
his
are-
first movie where like people were like, "You can act, right?"
No, so Silver Linings Playbook, I believe, came out either
Oh,
right
yeah, yeah.
Oh, is
before
that-
or right
I
after
didn't like
this.
that movie though.
I
didn't like it
always,
either.
This was like my first movie. I was like, "Oh, okay, not Hangover. Cool. This is fucking dope." You can,
Yeah,
Was
no,
that before?
the first
Hangover
Hangover,
was
I think
before, I
was
believe.
before, yeah. He's been in a couple other movies that were good. One of my favorite Bradley Cooper movies is Limitless. I really like his acting in that movie.
okay
I
one.
like
I like that one.
I like it just because he goes from being like that guy who's like super nervous and super whatever to like super smart, confident, whatever.
You know,
yeah.
You know what really weird role that I like him in? What was the movie where it was Jonah Hill and the Top Gun cat and they were selling guns? What movie was that?
War Inc. or something.
It wasn't Lord
No.
of War. It was
No, that's with Nick Cage and
what the
Jared
hell
Leto.
was it?
Nick Cage.
War
You know what I'm
Dogs.
talking? War
War
Dogs. Dogs of War. War Dogs.
Something like that.
But Bradley Cooper was the bad guy
Yeah.
that worked for the Russians at the end. He was fucking. He had a monologue at the end. It was fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
It was great.
Bradley Cooper has a lot of roles where you're like, oh shit, that's Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, so.
Ratchet from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Would it
I'm
be?
on- I'm on
Is
the
it
right
Ratchet?
thing.
Oh, Ratchet Raccoon. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's his
Yeah.
name?
Mm-hmm.
What?
What would you think it was?
I don't know.
Is that
the
not his
raccoon?
name?
Ratchet Raccoon? No. Rocket Raccoon.
Rock.
Rocket Raccoon. That's what it is.
wanna-
Rocket
I don't know.
Raccoon.
Ratchet's from a PlayStation game.
Yeah, you're right. Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Too many
no
twisted
fucking
T's
way.
already, guys. We're fucking.
Anyways, he's a
already-
trash
yeah,
panda.
so-
We'll just go fucking call him
Sure.
trash.
This
he's
is
trash panda.
rated R for strong and disturbing war violence and language throughout, including some sexual references.
Rocket Raccoon.
So,
That fucking part,
we
I
got
cannot
it.
get over, man.
What part?
The part with the drill, I
Oh, the
can't
kid,
fucking
yeah.
get over that part.
I'll give
They
you
don't
that.
even really.
yeah.
They start showing it like it's. They start it, and I am sitting there like, and then he just stops making noise. I'm like, I
You
want
wanna-
to.
you wanna know
I'm
why?
turning this off right
you
now.
want to know why that doesn't bother me?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to know.
Watching movies like Hostel.
Oh, the blood part in the beginning.
The blood part. No,
They
they
drain
fucking
the blood.
drill into the dude's legs
I
with
don't
the
wanna
drill and they
talk about
show
this.
it. Or they take a fucking blowtorch to that girl's face and her eyeballs just like.
But you go into that because I mean you know what you're getting into with Hostel. I mean they tell you what you're getting
That's
into.
why I'm fucking watching
You go
it.
watch this. It's supposed to be a realistic war movie, and the fact that they hit that
But-
off, you're
but-
like, holy
It gets
shit!
you.
I mean,
It's
if
different.
they're trying to be realistic, let's be real. I mean, that probably was happening,
Oh,
if not
I'm
worse,
not
like we
saying
said.
it's not, and that's definitely not going to
He
change the
just
fact
doesn't
that I don't
wanna
want
see
to
it.
fucking watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that is even more of a testament to why I don't is the realistic factor of it.
Well, I mean, and also it's putting it in there to make you feel uncomfortable,
Oh yeah,
right? So it's getting you like
make you
"Oh,
feel some
fuck."
sort of way.
Well, yeah, it's
100%.
trying to make. Honestly, what's happening is it's trying to make it justified for Chris Kyle to do what he does, right? You want to be mad at these people, so he kills them,
Sure.
right?
It's wanting you. They accomplish a few things with that, but yes, that is definitely one.
Yeah.
Right, and and I'm not saying that is a politically driven thing. It's just that's how movies. You know,
That's
you
how
have a
movies
bad
are.
person.
That's
Yeah.
why they're
So-
here.
right.
That's why the military's here. That's
Right.
the crazy shit that's going on, and then they want you to feel anger towards everything. So
Right,
that way,
right.
everything he does from there is completely justified.
Right, exactly. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When he's squeezing the trigger, when that kid picks up that rocket launcher, I'm sitting at the screen going, "Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. It doesn't even matter at this point. Just fucking do it." And the kid drops it. I'm like, I want to see a kid's dome just go.
No,
You're in a realistic movie, and if you were in war, let's be real. I fucking bet you, and he's not writing that down. He did it.
You should take a test, Steve.
Oh, I'm a psychopath. I know that.
we got to get Steve tested.
For what? Because there's a lot that
don't
I
know if
probably
I
should
can-
be tested for.
The only way I think so. This is what this movie does, and this is the reason this was a great movie. Is that scene is my favorite. I know we were going to talk about that until
Okay,
later,
wait, it don't matter.
but that scene made me go, "What would I do?" And the only time,
this scene that he's talking
yes,
about.
the only time I would have killed that fucking kid is if he pointed at me, or if he pointed at my friends.
Well, he was pointing it at his
pointing
friends.
the Humvee.
That's the only.
Those aren't
well,
your
that's
friends,
what I'm
though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the only reason. If it was on like this is gonna sound fucking horrible, but if it was at a random group of people,
Nah.
I don't think I could have fucking pulled the trigger. I don't know. Obviously, you don't know unless you're in that moment. You know.
Well, and that's the thing, right?
You don't
So
know.
you got to look
But
at all
I
the
sat down and I
factors.
asked myself, I'm
Yeah.
like, what would it take for me?
What would Wally do?
What would it take for me to take his kid out?
Well, and also, okay, so look at the factors. He's already
crazy.
killed a kid earlier in the movie, right?
Yeah, but now he had 2 kids at that point, and he was.
Well,
like,
that's what I'm
thinking
saying.
about it,
It's
like,
crazy.
that
Yeah,
way.
that's what I'm trying to say. Is you got to
Changes-
look at where the factors are in the movie. You're already at the end of your 4th tour, right? I believe this was the 4th tour at that end, and all this shit's going on. All your friends are getting fucked up or pretty much dying at that point because he found out the dude with the fucking eye, whatever, who got blinded, did die.
Wasn't that Biggles?
Yeah. And then like all this shit around you, like you're trying to save all these other people and you're seeing people get shot. Like, just fucking pull the trigger, man. What's another
if you're
kid
that
there?
good, you think you can kneecap him?
Well, that's another thing too. Yeah.
Could have.
Well, okay. It depends on how far away he is, right? So if he's shooting center mass, it might dip, or he might be that good. Because let's be real, he makes a fucking shot that's
That's
2,000
crazy, man. What are you trying
meters
to do?
away.
What are you trying? You're trying to take him out. You're trying to take a kid out, right?
Well-
I'm not. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm the most ignorant person to this, but I think that you would be trained to take that kid out.
Yeah. From now
Right?
on, I think I'm going to put that camera or that screen here
Why?
because
So
all you do
you
is stare at it.
Fucking look this way.
Yeah.
You want to know why I look that? Because I don't have to turn my head to look at both of your fucking faces when I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying?
Look at our pretty faces.
I am. So
You're not looking at
shift to
mine?
Randall.
Okay.
Shift to him. Shift to him. Oh, look, I'm looking at Randall now. All right. Oh, I'm talking to Steve. Does that not make sense to
We're
anybody
right
else?
here.
But we're
But
human
now-
beings.
Now I have to fucking
We're human beings.
smarter, not harder. You guys are both intelligent. You know what I'm saying? I don't
We're
need to
right here.
fucking look. I have you right up on a screen. I could talk to you right there.
Anyways, if
just
you're watching
put
on
it on
YouTube,
TV.
yeah, if
God,
you're
Put it
watching on
fucking- Put it on
YouTube,
the fucking TV.
we do have video. This is an audio and video podcast at the same time.
You can see
And I got
Wally's
a clear feed of
beautiful
these
beard.
assholes up on a screen over here. That's what I look at all times because I can talk to them both from here.
But I digress. Runtime, 132 minutes.
It's a long fucking movie. It felt long to me.
The only
it definitely feels long.
The
Yeah.
reason why to me it feels long is it's a disjointed movie to me, but it's on purpose.
How
And it's,
so?
So it's made to make you
Squeezing in
feel
a long part of his life.
No, it's made to make you feel like each time he's in a tour, he goes on tour like he's in a band. When he's going to Iraq for each tour, it's made to break it up, right? The first tour, then he comes back home. Next tour, comes back home. Next tour, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because of that, it makes me... The movie doesn't flow well, but I feel like it's doing it on purpose, right? To make you feel like that's how he's feeling. Like his life doesn't make sense when he's back home because he needs to be back in Iraq helping his boys out or doing what he needs to do. And it just, because of that though, I feel like the movie suffers a little bit.
It's like watching. It's like watching a what word am I looking for right now? A documentary more than it is feels like it's watching like a movie at times.
Well, no, it feels like a Netflix show to me where it is episodic. You know
There
what I mean?
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Documentary?
That's good. Documentary. Fuck you, Randy.
Mockumentary.
Jesus, documentary.
Well, that's not the word I was looking for at first. I was looking for a fucking different word. I don't know. I don't know what I was looking for. Video biography. I don't fucking know what word I was looking for, but that wasn't it.
A real you were looking for a real documentary word, but a documentary means
Yeah,
real.
and that's what what this movie feels like. It doesn't really feel like I'm going and watching a big blockbuster movie. So like when I'm watching this, I'm sitting down paying to every little different aspect of each little scene because it feels like it's chaptered out, you know? So it's like, okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Here's
saying.
this.
It really is chaptered out.
Yeah.
And
Intro, like him getting, oh, this is why I'm going to war. And then afterwards, it splits it up in all the different things he had to face, trials and tribulations. And then at the very end,
yeah.
where he gets shot, there's your outro, and there's seriousness and all that other craziness. You know, it feels like I'm watching a video biography or I'm reading a fucking book, you know?
So biography is written by somebody else, right?
Did he
Or
write his own?
autobiography. He wrote
Autobiography, I believe, is for you.
We
written
answer the
by
big
you.
questions here.
A biography.
the biography is written about somebody else's life. So
believe
basically,
so.
it's an autobiography, kind of.
Well,
Not
no,
the
no,
movie. I guess the book would
No,
be
because the book was written,
by him and two other people.
but he didn't write the book. Those two people wrote the book by talking to him, right?
oh,
So, I mean-
that's an autobiography then.
Right.
Okay.
But he
The
had
more you know.
right. It wasn't like they were interviewing him. I'm pretty sure it was he still had control over what they wrote or whatever. Basically saying,
What shit did they church up about this guy, Steve?
We'll get to it
Why not now?
because it's in my fun facts.
Okay.
God damn it!
I'm
I
curious.
feel like we
I-
need more time than fun facts to talk about this, though.
God damn it!
What's
This
next,
was
then?
released on December 25th. December 25th,
Christmas?
2014, in 4 theaters.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like a shitty time to release this
Was
movie.
there something else going on?
Christmas.
Why would you do that? Thank you, Steve. Well, yeah. But that feels oddly specific for like an event.
For a movie
Of
like
types.
this, yeah, it does.
It
but
had to
no,
have a
nothing.
shitty opening weekend.
Was
we're
it one
gonna
of
get
those
there.
So
movies
we're
where
gonna
like,
get,
oh, there.
get there.
Was this like, oh, this movie was good? Let's fucking ship this out to other places? Or is like, oh, we put this out in a weird fucking
So
way.
it
Can
was-
we redo this?
So it was originally released like in November at, I believe, TIFF or something else. No, it wasn't TIFF. It was some other movie kind of festival or whatever that it was released into.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
it did it in December 25th is when it released to the public, but only in 4 theaters. And it stayed in 4 theaters for 3 weeks, and then it released into full theater run.
Do you have the
Okay.
reason of 4 theaters in there somewhere?
Yeah.
There's no reason for it, I believe, or at least that I could find. It was literally just, we're going to release into these 4 theaters. It might have been like around Texas that they did that, or it
So
might
you
have
didn't
been.
find out where they were?
See, that's what I was
No.
curious about.
It
That's
might
what I
have
was
been
curious about.
a soft release for maybe, like, you know how on base we have a movie theater here
Yeah.
that had Top
Like,
Gun
yeah,
like
it
a week
probably
before
could've
or
been
whatever. It
Texas.
could have been stuff like that or something. But this was filmed from March 30th, 2014 to June 17th, 2014 in California and I believe Morocco or something for all the scenes in Fallujah and shit.
That's a quick movie.
Very quick. For
That's
what?
super
For
quick.
writing it and coming fucking.
Well,
were
that's
they
not
already-
that's not
already
writing
kinda
it. That's
written, but-
filmed.
So it was already written. He died in 2013.
So he died while the movie was being made.
There wasn't a lot of places
No,
that you really
he
think
died in
about it, you know?
2013,
There was maybe like 4 different places.
and the movie was made in 2014.
But you got to think movies aren't okay. It was filmed, but the movie takes a long time for production, pre-production, whatnot. I mean, think of how fat fucking Bradley Cooper got for this role. That doesn't happen in a month.
I don't think he got fat. I think he got thick.
He
With the
got
eyes.
yeah.
I got a fun
That
fact
was-
for that.
That belly was hard.
He definitely
Heard.
You know it was hard. It was
bulked.
like a keg.
that man bulked.
No, yeah, he did. Do you see how much
That's
he
probably
was
the
fucking?
biggest version of him.
Do you see what he was deadlifting or
His
whatever the fuck that
fucking
was?
neck was
Bro.
huge. 425 or something.
There was
he
a lot of
deadlifting.
plates in that fucking thing.
A lot of plates.
We are never gonna get there.
Maybe.
Well, I could.
Especially not.
I could if I
I don't
actually
know.
worked that hard.
Budget time, guys. Budget time. What do we think it costs to make American Sniper? Randall's first because he picked it.
23. Going with 23. 100.
I'll go 20 mil. I'll go a little bit under that. Just for
You took
shipping
way
people
too
on a
long to
plane.
get
I know.
Do
Said
you know where it is
23.
now? Yeah.
So
Shipping
overall
people over.
budget, 59 million.
Fuck.
They had all the military shit.
God damn.
Yeah, I mean,
The
well,
big
and you got to think.
C-130
So
and
like, Bradley Cooper probably wanted like $1 billion. I don't Actually, he produced this movie, which is kind of
Yeah.
crazy when you think about it.
The only reason I guess that is because you told us it only released in a few movies, so I assume they didn't bank a lot into it since it was only out in a few movie theaters.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was
At
all
first.
planned.
At first.
Well, I wonder if it was all planned. Like, yo, we're gonna do this. We're gonna release it for this period of time in these select few movie theaters for these people, and then we're just. It's already planned that we're gonna dump it out to the full public like a month or two down the road. You know?
I want to say something for the people who are watching on YouTube right now.
The people.
Look at Randall's arm. It's so long.
Put
Put it back. Put it back.
My germs.
Yeah, I have to cut this goddamn couch because it's so long that it just makes no sense to have two people.
Comfortable sometimes. I forget that you
I mean, you
two
do.
different
We
cameras
can
on
do
there.
that.
That's
We can do
awesome.
that. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Go back to Wally's screen.
Wally, he's so low. He almost looks like this.
I got a
love
big
it.
head, so it's fine.
Oh
I got a
shit! I
huge
hit the
dome,
wrong
so
thing.
it's fine.
I'm,
Not only
I'm
that,
fucking
this
up.
Camera makes me look better.
There you go.
Camera
There
makes
it
me
is.
look. Oh, you turn it off.
Wait,
You gotta let me.
Roll with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this, man. I look so good right now. All you can see is my head. I could be a midget. This is why I talk this way.
he could be a midget. Maybe he
Did
is a
start
midget.
talking higher.
It's hard not to.
He could be a midget. Nobody knows. Anyways, all right. Box office. What do we think this made
Opening weekend.
overall?
Oh, okay. Overall. Oh, did we already do
Overall.
Well, it's because
Don't we normally do opening
multiple
weekend?
different. It
No,
opened
I just
different
say
way.
what the opening. Okay.
Oh.
How about this? Do you want me to explain? Well, I can't tell you what it made.
No.
$157 million.
God
Okay.
damn, boy.
All right.
I was gonna go with 75.
We said all together.
All together, right?
All-
what did it
all
make
together. Yeah,
globally
ready,
for
ready,
its
ready,
whole
ready.
box office run?
120.
120 million.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how we're going to do this. Its opening weekend
Yeah.
in 4 theaters, it made $633,000.
I have no idea how to gauge that.
Think about that though. 4 theaters, $633,000 at what, $15 a head, let's say.
Yeah, do the math for me, Steve.
That's a pretty good turnaround. Think
Sure.
about it.
Yeah,
4
man.
theaters. That's a lot. Okay. So then, in its for its first 3 weeks, it was only in those 4 theaters. Then it opened up on January 16th, 2015. In that opening weekend, it made $89.3 million.
Holy shit.
Sheesh. God
So for its
damn.
overall box office, it made $547.4
Oh my God.
million.
This was a
Fucking
big
colo-
movie. It was a big movie. I didn't know it was that fucking
Hold on.
big.
What did you say? Say the
Five-
amount?
$547.4 million.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Ben.
I thought you said billion. I was going,
Where does
No,
that
no, no.
where does that sit in comparison with Shrek, Randall?
Wait,
Shrek 3, was it 2 or 3 was 894?
yeah, no, Shrek 2, I believe, was like 950
Yeah,
million.
That's
923. 923.
But adjusted for inflation, this movie made more than Saving Private Ryan,
Oh, really?
which is wild. If you want to break it down.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah. Surprised they didn't make a sequel.
Saving Private Ryan's like
Fucking hate you.
almost that's almost a perfect movie. Saving Private Ryan feels like such a gem of a movie.
When you have people who are in that war watch a movie and they go, I can't fucking do this because it's so good and real, you know you did it right.
Saving Private Ryan?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help myself. I have to say Saving Ryan's Privates. I just can't fucking
It's fine.
I'm locked into that and I'm so sorry.
It's all good. Because they really saved his privates.
Yes.
Was-
They save his privates.
They saved Private Ryan. And he also has privates. So ipso facto, the bank works for you. You work for me. What?
I just,
Got some
I'm going to
shackles in
sound
the back.
fucking dumb, but with Saving Ryan's Privates, was it fiction or nonfiction? Was
It's
it
not a
based
real
on
movie.
Okay.
No, it's not. Well, okay.
I thought
so
it was based loosely off
it's
a real
loosely
thing.
based off of a certain story, but
Okay.
there's no factual kind of thing that it was that big of a family
Okay, so
that
now
you're
I
trying to
don't-
save,
I don't feel as dumb
and that
asking the
they
question.
went into those lengths
Yeah.
to save someone.
Okay.
I was told, so I was the last remaining Ivanov in my family. Up
The
until-
last, hold on.
Everyone's
Hold on. You were the last what?
Remaining Ivanov.
God damn,
In
this is
my
gonna get
family
old
have
so quick.
right?
Yeah. There's only
Yeah.
girls. There's only girls, and even then, it's by my stepdad. So I've lived until my son. I was the last one, but I was told, and I don't know the validity behind this, since
But the
I was the
bloodline
last one,
continues.
I was more in the bottom of the selection if there was to be a draft.
Okay.
Have you guys ever heard that before?
I've heard that, yes, because
Yeah.
you're if you
Which
are
was kind of, that's why you guys are talking about Saving Private Ryan,
yeah,
and there was a certain amount of dudes. Obviously, they went because there was just so many boys in the family.
sure.
But maybe that's part of it, or something.
Well,
along
no,
the same lines.
you're right. If there was ever a draft and you were like the last of the line, they would.
You think me and my son rock paper scissors for it now?
Your son would go. I feel like you
What if
wouldn't
I
pass
could
the
be-
He's not
test.
even 18 yet.
Oh, dude.
Oh, he's close.
Yeah. Okay. So my son.
Close enough.
5 years down the road, right? 5
Okay.
years down the road.
He's
Oh,
18.
he's 13. Oh my god.
He's about to be. He's 13 next month. So 5 years down the
fuck?
road, he's able to get drafted, right? Me and my son are like, I'm like, look. I was like, look, you want to battle this out and see who goes? Obviously, I ain't gonna let him go if I can go.
Shut up.
So, so how are we doing this? If my son's
Rochambeau.
18 and I had 6 months to prep, I think I could literally outdo everything he had to do. So any physical training he had to do, if I had to leave the country, so that way if I had to fake my own death,
I think
so
if
that
he's
he was the last one, I could do that.
Hold
I could
on,
do
no.
that.
Hold on, hold on,
anything-
hold on.
Go ahead, Steve. I'm
If
about
there
to get,
was a
like-
draft, you would not be drafted. Your son would.
yes.
You're too old. He's 18, ready to go.
And they're
Not
gonna-
if
they're
I
gonna look
did. You
at
not hear what I just said?
I heard exactly what you said.
If I'm dead,
it doesn't
he's
matter.
the last one.
Well, but it's not 100%
He's got to
guaranteed.
carry on the lineage.
It's not 100% guaranteed that they would do
They don't
that.
give
It
a
would
fuck about that anymore.
exactly.
I think they do.
Just
No,
like
they
if
don't.
you were to
Then
break
one of your
down,
sisters could be a lesbian, and then they get married, and Ivanov keeps
I
going.
have no other Ivanov. There's not even any female Ivanovs.
Oh.
I am the last one.
I am
and
the
my
last
sister.
in line.
It's me and my kid, So
you ever
like,
seen Dragonheart? I'm the last one.
I
am the
think
last
if your son is anything like you, he wouldn't let you do it.
Because I am the last one. Sorry,
just
I
fucking
almost,
lock
I
him
almost
in the
got it.
basement somewhere. The fucking dark
Anyways,
basement.
if we
He
go
would let you do
back, if we go back to Saving Ryan's Privates real quick,
yes.
that would be such a fucked up, non-real story. Because what would happen is they would say, "Oh, you have 4 brothers and only one's left alive. Fuck them.
Fuck him.
They ain't gonna risk how many people's
You have
lives to go
such a
find
dark
one."
outlook at times. You don't
It's
know
a
that.
it's a realistic outlook.
don't
Let's
know.
be real.
Someone high up, even if it's let's still
They
keep
don't
it dark,
give a
right?
shit.
For propaganda.
They don't give a
Imagine.
shit.
No. People would write that shit all day. They'd use that to get more people enlisted. You know what I'm saying? They would use that in a heartbeat.
Thanks,
In a
Randall.
heartbeat. I'm
We're
gonna need you to
harmonizing.
lighten up, Steve.
We're harmonizing over here. All right, so box office that week, top 10. We're going to take it from the first week it was released into full theaters, open wide, okay? So not the only 4 theaters that it was into. So 4 weeks later,
The actual release.
it was released into every theater known to man.
Sure.
Sure. Number 10, Black Hat.
What is that?
Fuck if I know.
I feel like every time we list these, I know like maybe 4 out of the
I know,
10.
right? You would think we would know more since this is like closer to
No.
today. Number 9, Unbroken.
That sounds familiar. Oh, that's is that Bruce Willis?
Maybe?
Isn't that with him and he's like the superhero?
Oh, that's Unbreakable
Oh, okay,
or
never
something
mind.
or whatever.
close.
Number 8, The Hobbit, Battle for the 5 Armies or whatever.
Nah, the Hobbit movie's fucking
You know
cash
what?
grab.
This is going to be a very shitty take for some people. Lord of the Rings?
Oh, don't do it, Steve. The first.
Not for me,
3?
bro. Not for me. They're boring. It's a bunch of people walking somewhere.
You were never full into that style of fiction, though.
No. I love.
So maybe not
Yeah,
with
yeah,
definitely
okay,
not with
yeah.
video games. I couldn't get you to do like any video games or like that.
You're
I've always
right.
done that,
You're right.
but I don't know
I'm
about
a
movies, so I don't know.
fantasy sci-fi guy. I'm not a
Yes.
fantasy elf type guy.
You're not like a war medieval fictiony kind of.
Yeah, I'm not an Elder Scrolls guy. I'm a Fallout guy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I love both.
Yeah,
But yes, that's what I'm saying. I've never seen you do shit like that before.
yeah, that's not me, bro. Number 7, Into the Woods. That would be the
Is that the
the
go ahead.
remake of the play Into the Woods, which is about fairy tales.
Is that where the witch eats Hansel and Gretel?
Yes,
Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't
or
sure.
something like that. I don't fucking
We're gonna
know.
fart.
Number 6,
Solid.
the Imitation Game.
also
What's that?
sounds fucking familiar. What
What's
the
that?
fuck?
Well, there's an intimidation game, I'm pretty sure, and an imitation game. This is the imitation game.
That's what I do to anyone that doesn't want to listen.
Number 5, Selma.
No idea.
Selma.
Hayek?
Selma?
I have no idea.
Selma kayak.
She likes to go
Get
on
it?
river trips.
I want to sell my kayak. Sell my kayak.
Done. You're
Randall
done.
leaves in the
You're
biggest
fucking-
dad joke of the whole
I
entire
have no
fucking
idea what
year.
the fuck's going
Where's
on.
my rim shot at? Is it right here? Oh, it's so low. There it is. What?
Do you know what actor
Why does that sound weird? It sounded weird. Do it one more time. That sounds all right.
sold a river device?
Maybe I hit it twice. What? Sold the river device.
What actor sold a river device?
Samuel L. Jackson, motherfucker.
Selma Kayak, you just
said it.
Go ahead, keep going. Let's get this over
Number
with as soon
4.
as humanly possible.
Number 4, Taken 3.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't
have a
understand why there
specific
were
set
so
of
fucking
skills.
many, dude. They should have just left it at
One and 2 were fine, right? Because 2 was them trying to get revenge on him for fucking up everybody after they took his
Every
daughter.
one of those movies is like it.
Number 2 was fine, and that was where it needed to stay. I'm pretty sure Nicolas Cage came out with his own version called fuck, what was it? Not Taken.
It's
Tooken.
like
I think it was
grammatically-
Tooken. Or
Tooken. It's like a
what was
Canadian
it?
version.
Yeah,
It's
Tooken. Tooken. Touquen. Tooken.
Tooken.
Tooken. Tooken.
It was so Taken 3. This fucking list is shit.
I need to see what fucking movie that is because it's gonna bug the shit out of me. Nicolas Cage.
Oh, how's that new one? How's that new one, Steve?
I haven't
You
watched it yet.
watched
I
Oh,
downloaded it. I
I
haven't
wanna
watched
watch
it
it
yet.
I wanna
It's
see
coming. It's definitely coming. Anyways, top 3 that week we have American
Hold up.
Sniper. What?
Question. I might have walked away when you were saying it. What are we doing for this one since it came out in 4 theaters the first time and then...
He's doing the big release.
I'm doing
section of it.
where it released into all theaters.
Okay. And it made 500 fucking...
bajillion dollars.
Sure. Okay. So top 3 that week.
Yes.
American Sniper's in there.
Yes.
The Wedding Ringer. Paddington. Paddington 2. What are they? How do they go in the top 3? Randall. By the way, it was called Stolen, not Taken.
Oh my fucking God.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
I like Tooken better.
Tooken.
You fucked that one
Let's
up.
make a movie.
I'm going
Tooken.
to go 1, 2, 3. American Sniper. What was the other one?
And you had
Wedding
Paddington
and then
2 and you
Paddington.
had Wedding Ringer.
Wedding Ringer and Paddington. So American Sniper, Wedding Ringer, Paddington.
Okay.
I'm the same.
I need to wait. You guys got it.
You can't.
Oh, nice.
You can't see me.
I don't like, you know,
Yeah, look at
yeah,
that.
because 500 fucking million.
Yeah, obviously that was gonna be number 1.
God.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
The tomato.
Probably his
That's when you
biggest
hit the button.
movie.
I'll
You think?
let him say tomatometer after that.
Oh,
What am I doing?
Wally, say
Tomatometer.
tomatometer right.
Tomatometer.
All right, what do we
good.
think? Critics and audience at the same time, out of 100%. Randall first. What do you got?
6.7.
No, out of 100%.
67.
I do this
Randall.
every fucking
If you
time,
just
man.
don't let him correct you. Just say,
67,
thank you.
73.
67 for critics and 73 for
Yes.
audience. Wally.
I'm gonna go 85, 85.
You know, next time I say
85,
a
85.
0.3 for tomatometer, just fucking multiply it by.
Multiply it. Just take the
multiply it.
decimal out.
Take the
I mean,
dick,
that too. I don't give a
exactly.
shit how you come up with what I'm saying. Just come up with what I'm saying.
I'm glad we got a range of intelligence on this podcast.
Is there really a range? I think we're pretty much all.
Put that in the comment section. Okay, let's guess IQs and from just put it down in the comment section, lowest to highest.
Yeah, we're
Mine's
going on a scale
definitely-
of 1 to
1,
point
2,
something
3.
else.
We're going to
Who's got
scale
the highest?
from 1 to 100.
Oh, no, 100.
I want to say whoever says 6.7 can go fuck off.
So tomatometer.
Tomatometer.
Critics 72, audience 84.
Damn.
So I got one of them.
I wasn't
Randall
even
got-
close.
Oh,
You
I
said
got close
85,
to
you
both
know?
of them actually.
Both. Well,
think I was closer
72
to
is like
Yeah, it was 10 off.
I said 80 to 80 or I said
Mr.
85?
IQ. That's 12 off.
I was rounded.
Okay, sure.
I was rounded down.
All right. IMDb score. Where are we at with that? Just take a guess. That is out of
Same.
10, and you can say a point something.
I say 6.7 now.
6.7. Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
cool.
Wally,
I'm gonna go 8.
8 even.
7.5. I'll go 7.5.
7.5. Good thing because it's 7.3.
Jaboy. Oh God, that was fucking terrifying.
I know. I tried. I wanted to hit
This one, but it didn't work.
whatever.
So fucking stupid.
Who is our favorite character in American Sniper? Randall.
Fuck. Biggles.
Biggles. Why?
I liked his attitude even after he got shot in the face. He was
And
still good.
and then
he
he
was
died.
fucking
No, you know what? You're right. I like that scene where he visits him in
in
the
the hospital
hospital.
bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can tell only Chris Kyle showing up is making him happy.
Yeah, because he was like, he was talking about how he was getting his face redone. I was like, good.
Right.
He needs to get done.
He
He
needs
was
to
like,
get
too
done,
soon,
fucking
dude, too soon.
And then he was just like something about like I'm not even, I don't think my wife should be with me or whatever. And he was kind of just like, yeah, those 2 inches, yeah. I was like, okay, that's funny. Yeah, or not good enough for his
That's
wife, and he's
just
like, yeah,
how
those
it
2 inches
was.
aren't.
When I was in, like, if anything bad happened, that's how everything
Everyone
was.
dealt
And it
with
was
it.
fucking nice.
Oh well, yeah.
I mean, I still have that with
this cocksucker
guy
right
over
here.
here.
It's everybody. I think it's a
Yeah.
good thing. It's a good. I mean,
Let-
obviously it's not, and it is. You can argue both sides, but
no. Let's be real. Dudes talk shit about people they like, right?
yeah. You want your buddies to have thick skin. You want people to survive. Especially
Well, it's
the
not
ones
only
you
that,
enjoy.
but like the
That's
more
how I
shit
look
you
at it.
talk about somebody, well, to their face, obviously, you like them. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
I'll call up Wally and just be like, "You motherfucking cocksucking motherfucker! I swear to God,
I don't
if
think
you
he's
don't
ever
like
said that
He's
once.
never answered the phone for you when you called. Let's be honest.
it." It's very true.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Look, Randall cutting them deep. Truths
I answer you guys both your phone calls way better now. Fucking
now.
kiss
now.
my
Yeah,
ass.
now.
Well, there's
Took
a
you
point where
what,
I just
fucking
hated
3
my
years for
fucking
me, bud?
phone. I don't like talking on the phone. I don't like texting on the phone.
You
And
should
then they're
know.
like, why do you even have it? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know why I spend $200 now for my fucking cell phone bill.
Yeah, my bill went up this time.
What?
It only went up $3, but
You don't-
still, what the fuck are you going up for?
Yeah, why is it going up
$3 is
$3?
$3, guy. I don't know.
We
kinda fucked
the
up.
fuel's going up, so we got to add it to your.
Yeah, it was fucking.
We got to add it to your wireless bill.
Everyone's jumping on that boat right now.
I know, Wally. Who's your favorite character?
This movie wasn't character driven as much.
Amen. Amen.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
hard to pick. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just go Bradley Cooper just for.
Get old Chris Kyle.
There's nobody else really. I mean, everyone else is very few. I mean, his wife goes through some shit. He goes through all of the shit.
Are we doing favorite scenes and least favorite scenes?
Yeah, we'll get there.
But anyways,
We're
no,
actually
that's how I
doing
feel about it. This
Yeah.
movie doesn't feel too character driven. Doesn't make a bad movie.
Cool. My
know.
favorite character in this movie is the fake baby.
But wait.
That baby is the fakest baby I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
All right, which fake baby you're talking about? Because
When she's breastfeeding him and then hands him to Chris Kyle,
Yeah.
and he fucking like just moves the thumb or whatever, the hand's just like.
I didn't see that.
They
That
had
baby
that
is
much
so
movie
fake.
to do this, and they
So, okay, they came out later because there's some like backlash about this online, and they basically said that we hired 2 babies to be in the movie. One was sick that day and wouldn't cooperate. The other one just didn't show up.
see. This is what I'm talking about. So we
he
had this
fucked up.
conversation before. Like, who is in the baby movie business?
Yeah, how do you pick a baby?
You
Oh,
go to
that's
the
a good
hospital.
fucking baby.
You go to the
Yeah,
hospital and you go, "Hey, your baby looks good. Do you want it to be in a movie?"
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, where do
hope
you?
not.
Or
How does that become a thing?
maybe they go to like the what's the room where all the babies are? Like it's in this movie where
the
he's
NICU
yelling
or
at the
something like that?
yeah, and they go, "That one's not crying. That one's not crying. Let's watch for 5 minutes."
That's how I picked my dog.
That one. Let's.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyways,
No, so that's my favorite.
I do have a lot of
Okay.
questions about how they pick babies, though. I'm very
I do
curious.
too. If anyone knows, leave
Do
a
they have
comment somewhere so
headshots?
we can find out.
You think
Do
they
they
have like
have baby headshots?
you know what I'm saying? Like, do they have headshots?
Guys just going through it.
You
Fuck
know, I
that
feel
baby.
like they-
Fuck
I
that
f-
baby.
I
This baby
feel
looks
like
good.
they
Fuck
do.
that baby.
Yeah,
They
they have
have
to have them look like the kid, and then maybe there's like a short video of the kid being like normal.
Obviously, in this movie, they just went, "Give me a fucking doll. It doesn't matter."
We talked about this on Gross Point Blank,
yeah.
right? With that baby that he just like staring into his eyes.
Yeah. How do you
was
pick
like,
a baby? Yeah.
That was a
Fucking
cute ass
pick a
baby.
Yeah, and
It
that
was,
baby
yeah.
did it. That baby was a phenomenal actor.
yeah.
That baby was just fucking like
How
looking
many-
back at him like
Also, how many takes did they do to get
That
that
fart
baby
smells
to
terrible. I'm
like,
sorry.
you know, whatever?
Son of a bitch.
Should have
I'm
farted
sorry.
into that brown bag.
You know,
paper
I had the
bag
pub
right there.
today, and I'm not even fucking.
I didn't even eat
lighting
until
it
just
up.
now, so I don't know where that's coming from.
Residuals. Coming from
That
residuals.
snuck its way around a turd.
Least favorite characters. Do we have people we just didn't like in this movie?
This movie doesn't have
I didn't like
fucking
his
characters.
wife.
I don't like
Why?
that dude with the drill. He can suck ass.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
guy
that makes
too.
sense.
That guy can
Fuck
suck my
that
fucking
dude.
dick. Don't do that to him.
Why didn't you like his
Fine,
wife?
Show me. The way she treated him and like acted towards him after
Oh,
he
it
got
just
back.
hit me.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
hitting
so
me too.
sorry.
I'm trying to fucking avoid it. I'm breathing into my mouth. I can taste
Yeah, I'm
it.
so sorry.
Mhm.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyways,
The
Just
way
breezing
that,
through this
go
can.
to Steve. Go Steve. Go to your face right now.
This can smells amazing.
My can doesn't smell.
it's gone. We're good.
Sorry.
It's
I
gone.
warn
Still over
everybody.
here.
Good. Mine smell. I still haven't had it back for like a year and a half.
I'll walk
now,
out of
so
the room next time.
The smell
Probably
hasn't come
fucking-
back?
It's fucking
COVID?
been gone since I had it.
Yeah, that's long COVID.
I don't have COVID anymore. I tested negative. I'm fine.
No, that's what they call it. Like when you
Long
still-
COVID?
Yeah,
When you can't-
when you still have residual effects from
Really?
having COVID.
I'm probably just-
Sometimes they come back, sometimes they
So
don't.
sometimes
Well, you don't
it's
have
hit
to
or
worry
miss.
about me spreading it right now because I don't have any COVID at the moment.
If you did, I'd be smelling it.
You'd be fucking wild, bringing it right in.
I'd be fucking all in it. God damn, boy. Anyway,
but-
so my least favorite character, actually Chris Kyle.
Really?
And it's not for the reasons you think. It's like, so I get the fact that he's like all about protecting his comrades or his, buddies in the military with him, right? But like the way he treats his wife to me, he treats her like absolute shit through this movie.
He had PTSD and she didn't understand that.
not
Either
her
she,
job.
she knew.
But what I'm saying is his reasoning for treating her that way is that I need to get back to protect my comrades just like I'm protecting you by going over there. So why wouldn't he treat her the same way he's treating his comrades by trying to protect her, right? But not being as shitty to her as he's not being shitty to his comrades.
Was he really shitty though, or was he just not
Portions
there?
of him was like, he obviously was removed.
Right, but what I'm saying
majority of
is
the movie,
That's what I'm.
his
that's what
brain
I'm
had
saying.
checked out.
after coming back from the fourth tour,
Mm-hmm.
once he had those problems and attacking the dog and all that, sure, I get it. But before that, when he's coming back each other time, he's just being super shitty to her for no reason.
So-
I get it, sure, PTSD, I get that.
That's
But
where that comes in, and like why she's my least favorite character is because she was getting mad at him for the way he was acting. He had PTSD. She should have known that.
yeah, but okay,
And she
this
should've-
is back in
she
the early
should've-
2000s. Is that such a big deal then? Not really. You know
It
what I
doesn't
mean?
matter whether it's a big
Yeah,
deal.
it was
Whether it's
still
a
No,
a
no,
big
thing.
no,
deal.
Like,
I got you.
she knew she was marrying a fucking Navy SEAL. He was
True,
going to be
true.
going over
Oh,
there.
so-
I don't think she knew that he was going to be gone for 4 fucking tours.
It's not anyone's job to put up with anything from another
No.
human being. But if you get married,
Amen
right?
to that.
So if you get married and you both they were married after the first or before?
Before
were
the
they
first.
Before he left for the first tour, yeah, because they
So-
got the call that they were going.
Yeah, so this is a weird concept, right? I try to. It's a long time before it's been a long time since I thought about this. I remember watching this and going like, that should be like almost like a communal decision if you're gonna go. Obviously, you feel very deeply.
Well, sometimes you don't have a choice.
I know sometimes you don't have a choice, but he did.
Did he?
To go
Yeah.
over
To
there.
go- to keep going back,
He did not have a
yes.
choice.
He joined willingly.
The first
He
The whole
joined-
beginning of it was him joining.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Am I
but-
wrong?
but he
Joined
didn't-
this?
No, but he also didn't expect to meet her and
Right.
get married to
Right.
her
You
when
said
he
that
joined.
happened before.
No. So he joined up to the military before he met her, and he met her in the bar
Okay,
as he
so
was a
that's
Marine.
what I
got
just-
out of
that's
buds
what I
is
just
when they
asked.
got when he
Right,
met,
right.
So that's
he
what I
met
just
her
asked.
at a bar right after he got out of buds.
Well, then, so that's the point I was trying to make. So
So
it's still the
She
same.
knew going in, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's the
But-
point I'm trying to make.
After his first tour, he did not have to keep going back.
No,
That's
he
the
didn't.
thing.
That-
He chose to keep going back.
That's-
Which that should be. I mean,
that's not
Well, maybe a second tour
that's
after.
not how that works. If you're in the military, what are you gonna say? No, I'm not going.
Yeah.
No, no, you're not. You get orders and you fucking go. I mean, I, don't
thought-
know how the
thought
fucking
I
SEAls
thought,
work.
I thought the fourth tour was him saying, "No, I have to fucking go back and help
So,
my
he
friends."
He probably
'cause
just
I'm-
got out.
I'm-
He probably stopped
you
re-enlisting
sign-
after
yeah,
the fourth
So
tour.
right, you go in. It's like a contract.
Whatever.
You
Yes.
sign in, you re-enlist. So,
Mhm.
but that's the thing. This is a weird concept now. So I think of this differently now. So he went in. He already had these aspirations to do these things and to save these people and to the whole valor, all the 9 yards, and then finds a chick, and then she's in with that mentality initially,
in
right?
like Flint.
She wasn't in when he wanted to go back in. Does it talk about that at all? Did the dog fart too?
Nah, his breath's just great.
But that's
Yeah,
the thing. So who do you can't really? I don't know if you can really blame her.
No, you
I don't-
can't.
I
You
don't,
really can't.
But
You know.
it's I don't know. It's a weird line.
Well,
you
it's a sticky subject because how many people go through the same thing, right? And each person's going to deal with it their own way. I've seen memes where like somebody's coming back from a tour that they've been gone away for 14 months, and there's a pregnant wife going, "We welcome you back," with her pregnant fucking stomach. Well, if he's been gone for 14 months,
I was like, I matched that up.
right? Exactly. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Do it together, man.
Yeah. So favorite part
It's
of
not
scene.
bail. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Don't
favorite-
waste my time.
Don't waste Wally's time. We need to understand that.
Yeah.
Favorite part of scene, Randall. You've been chomping at the bit. Go.
I'm just gonna, there's not many favorite scenes, good scenes to pick from this movie.
I
But
think there's a lot actually.
if we're
There's a
going
few
off
really
of like
notable
other
ones for me.
stuff there is. But I think the only one that like made me laugh or like anything was when she started going into labor.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "You know what? Fucking, I'm jumping this goddamn curb."
Yeah.
And he
I
was
get it.
gone.
Yeah.
It was like it just brought me back to when I was having my daughter.
Did you
Like, I would
do
the
that?
same shit. No,
No.
we went to Chick-fil-A.
What?
Wait, hold on.
Hold
Oh,
on.
there's some gaps there.
She was going into labor and went, "Fuck it, bitch. I need to
she
get
was
this
like,
12
I
big
want some
nug."
Chick-fil-A before we go to the hospital. I was like,
She
"All right,
said that.
fuck
All
it,
right,
dude, let's go."
yeah, for sure.
I was
What'd you
like,
get?
I'm
What'd you
hungry as
get?
shit. What'd she get? She got nuggies.
Okay, 12 piece?
Yeah.
What kind of sauce?
She didn't use sauce.
Polynesian.
Hold the fuck up.
I know.
What do you mean she don't get sauce? She eats them bitches dry.
Yeah.
They're actually juicy,
They
but
are.
I still
Alright.
don't prefer them
I
dry.
use Chick-fil-A
But out of
sauce.
all the nuggets that
Polynesian.
can be eaten dry, those are up there that can
Wally,
be eaten dry.
Wally, sir, you make a very good point.
You know what I'm saying?
You make a
They're
very good
fucking
point.
delicious.
This
You're
is
not
what I
as
do.
crazy as like eating
Okay.
fucking other chicken nuggets.
This
dry,
is what
you know?
I do. I'll dunk a nug. I'll eat
You
that
dunk
nug.
a nug?
In my second bite of that nug, depending how big the nug is, will be dry.
Is this what we're calling them now?
Dunk a nug.
Dunk a nug.
That's our business.
Dunk a nug.
That's it right there.
I like
Old
it.
Dunkin' Nug.
Oh,
Sounds like we're selling weed.
but it's just nuggets. All nuggets, all day.
Just weed and
So you
chicken
bite those
nuggets.
nuggets? You don't
Depending
just
on the
you don't just
size.
pop 'em in?
Depending on the
I
size.
don't give a
Some of
fuck
them,
what size it is. I'm
some of
popping
them are a
that
little
bitch in.
big, and I want a 2-bite, situation
He
going
wants, to,
on.
he wants to take his time.
Exactly. I get a 12 count.
I like to.
He treats everything like a
I
chicken
like to get
strip.
in and get out.
Not everything, but
like
most
a chicken
of it. Yeah.
strip. Anything more than one bite for me is a chicken strip.
All right, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm picking
Nugs
up what you're
going
putting down. Yeah. Wally,
Logic.
favorite party scene.
I like
Yep.
when he's at the test range and he's missing the target
Mm-hmm.
and this dude, his spotter, I guess, is that what they call him?
Yeah.
Starts fucking with him, and then he has that line where he's like sees it out of his peripheral and he says something like, "Oh, I can only shoot if it breathes."
You're right. And then
And
just
I'm
fucking
like-
snipes the shit out of that
I'm
rattlesnake.
like, you just missed the fucking target 3 times.
Right.
I mean, you fucking hit a rattlesnake and launch him 6 feet off the ground.
That was kind of cool.
I was like, that's dope.
I do like that where he's like, close your other eye, and he's like, no, I gotta see what's around me.
We should go
Yeah.
to the range one day.
That'd be fun.
It'd be fucking fun.
Last time I shot guns was the dude that probably shouldn't shoot guns, so it'd be really. I'd be
Oh, I
down.
don't think I want to know about that.
I learned to hip fire an AK. I learned to build it like with my make it automatic without it
All
actually
right.
being an automatic.
Maybe don't do that.
Maybe, yeah. You want to break your wrists, son.
We had a mattress, and I was learning to do.
Is this just in somebody's backyard?
yeah, I was learning to do jump
Oh,
shots.
I know exactly who this was. All right. Fuck.
You learned
Also
what?
found out.
No, rewind,
Also
bitch.
that
What'd
I'm
you
a-
just say?
I also learned that I am
a
a
boss.
fucking savage with a pistol from
You say you learned to
range.
do jump shots?
Yeah.
Yeah, around the corner.
I was diving onto a mattress from like 6 or 7 yards,
Oh.
like full running sprint, trying to shoot a can off a pole. It was great.
So
Sounds
my
I'm
favorite.
telling the world this. I don't think it's
Okay.
okay. Anyways, go ahead,
Probably
Steve.
So my favorite part
Didn't
is
say
not
names.
what you would think it would be. It has to do with
The end.
No, not. I like when he motherfucking
No,
died.
that's not what I meant. I meant the end of the movie.
I like
the
when
credit
the
was
credits
done, when
fucking
the
roll.
movie was done.
Look. I'm not
be
that
Brent.
guy who's gonna hate on a movie and be like, once it's
Yeah,
over, it was
Brent.
my favorite
Yeah,
part.
Yeah, Brent.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Calling
my
some-
favorite part of this movie is when those fucking credits roll, man.
calling some people out. No, my favorite part was when he sees his brother getting onto the when he's coming in for his his 4th tour,
Yeah.
I think. He sees his brother getting onto the the plane to leave, and his brother's just like shook. You know what I mean? Like he is fucking shook, and he's talking to him. What your dad would be proud, and all this stuff, and he's just like, fuck this place.
Yeah.
And he starts walking away. He's like, what did
What'd
you
you
say?
say?
Right. Fuck this place. Like, to me, that was the realest scene of the movie. Yeah, okay, you can show the torture of that kid and whatnot, which who knows if that's real or what, but to me, the realistic point of war is what it does to people. And his brother,
the Nam effect.
that's what I'm saying.
Everyone's coming back and you're just
shell-shocked.
unanimous.
Right,
you're
exactly,
hated by
yeah.
everybody. Like, whoa.
Well, that's the thing. Like, what does he go back to for life now? Like, yeah, okay, Chris Kyle found his thing for a bit before he got murdered, like helping people out, which he found through PTSD and, a therapist. But, like, his brother, what's he going to do? We don't even know. We don't see what happens to his brother.
So I haven't seen this movie in a long time, and I didn't remember what happened with his brother.
Nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
I kind of like it.
He was talking when he said "fuck this place." I thought something dark was going to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
I
You
was
think
for
like
sure, like something bad's going to happen. Then,
right. But again, I like the fact that it kind of leaves it open ended because you don't know, because they're showing you that, hey, this is the downside of war. This is the crazy part of war. This is you don't know what's going to happen.
They don't put a little bow tie on it. They don't
Exactly.
button it up at
right,
all. For the
right,
most part.
exactly. Well, even like
You maybe never. A lot of those people you probably don't ever hear from again too. So
right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I've had some friends who have gone over and come back, and a couple of them are dead, not from going to war, but from coming back from war. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things like you never know what's going to happen to certain people. And to me, his brother was that like bright-eyed, nice guy who I'm going to do anything and help anybody else or help anybody out. And then look at him as he's leaving. Like he's fucking shell-shocked. And yeah, who knows where his life's going to go.
You want to hear an epiphany that I had?
Let's hear it.
Do you know who Chris Kyle reminds me of? At least how Bradley Cooper acts.
Oh God, here we go.
Well, what are you
His
saying?
brain.
Okay.
It's like Chip. Like the way his mannerisms to his decision making, even the way he talks a little bit is a little bit more like a reserved Chip.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
a little.
a little bit, yeah.
While I was watching it, I started like I was like, oh,
Little simple.
oh,
Little simple.
yeah.
right?
It's just,
But not
straight
in a
to the
bad
point.
way.
No,
Not in a
not
bad
at
way.
all. Not
Yeah.
at all. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, I will say this is the most un-Bradley Cooper role I've ever seen him in. I thought he did a very good job of taking Bradley Cooper out of his acting, right? I thought he did a great job.
That's a hard thing too, right? Like you hear
Yes.
these guys like the De Niros and the Pacinos.
Right.
They're there.
Well, and also you cast
You know
them
what
for
I'm
a
saying?
reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But to completely like check out,
What's the
Please.
De Niro line, though? Hoorah!
hoo-yah, that's a great
Hoorah!
ass.
God damn it.
You know, it made him do that line so many times, and that the one that they kept was that
That he
where
was, like,
he's just-
mad at?
because he was angry,
Right.
For me, yeah. Anyways.
Godfather, right?
I don't think that was Godfather.
Or was it Scarface?
It was more of a
I don't
newer
fucking
movie.
know.
I can't remember the name of it though.
I just know that Stanley Kubrick, it's hard to say,
What a weird last name.
would make people do lines for so long that they would get so fucking mad at him that they
Yep.
would go through and just do the line, and he would be like, that's exactly what I was waiting for.
Yeah,
And those lines are the lines that are in the movies. Like, dude,
perfect.
it took so long for The Shining to get made, and he fucking made, I can't remember her name, but the lead actress in that movie's hair fall out.
go crazy.
Go crazy
Yeah,
because of what she was put through from him. Just go again, go again, go again, go again. They'd be there for like 4 fucking hours shooting a line of dialogue that was like 4 fucking words.
That's awesome.
But again,
It's also
That's
fucked
so
up.
Oh, yeah.
cool.
And you-
fucked
But
up.
that's like those stories that set you apart. I love
yeah,
stories like that.
yeah.
You know,
you
That's
can't
why
do
you-
that today, right? Because people would.
You get sued.
Yeah.
Fucking
People
heartbeat.
suck, man.
But look at those movies; they stand the test of time.
Bunch of pansies.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah. Sometimes greatness, you need a little fucking trials and tribulations. You know, sometimes you need to get fucking.
Well, not
forced
only
into a
that,
corner.
you have to be pushed over the edge and to get that
Don't
performance,
push me.
or you got to get that.
What I was thinking.
You know what I mean? Okay, you have a director who is renowned and known for his work, and like, I know what I want to see. You're not fucking giving it to me. I only know how to get you there, and we're gonna
Yeah,
get
yeah.
there.
There's there's all different types. There's directors that kind of like, oh yeah, I know who you are. I know what you're capable of. Go ahead, freedom. You know, here's a little bit of that.
Right.
And there's other. It's like Tarantino. It's like, look, man, this scene specifically, you better do it exactly how I wrote it down on this fucking piece of paper. And
Right,
then there's
yeah,
other times
right.
where he's like, he just knows. He's like, oh yeah, just improvise.
Do you think?
Yeah, we'll keep that. That was fucking genius.
Yeah. So let's
love
get
that
to were we entertained by this movie?
Yes.
as much as you can be.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
It's a very dark movie.
Okay.
So there's
okay.
only so
okay.
much entertainment you can get out of it.
I agree
You know
with
what
that because I
Yeah.
was going to get into this. I was sort of entertained by this movie. Like it didn't pass the phone test for me, but that's only because it dragged in certain areas because of the disjointedness that we talked about.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't. It didn't keep my attention, but I was paying attention. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't
I did the same
trying to go away from it or get its message or whatever. I just wasn't. It wasn't drawing me in as much as I wanted it to. And the Lone Survivor movie drew me in a little bit more, but I didn't even like that movie. Something about that movie. It might have been Mark Wahlberg just being, "Hey, how's your mother?"
So is Lone Survivor the one at the end where they go to like the snowy area?
It's because
No.
that
What movie is
feels
that?
like a movie more than this feels
That's
like.
Shooter.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shooter's all over the place now.
Shooter's a good fucking movie though.
Nah.
Is it?
But Shooter,
I feel like
it's a
Shooter
I like
took-
Marky Mark.
It's a fucking movie. That
I like
is a
Marky Mark in
movie.
Marky
certain
Mark and the
things.
Funky Bunch.
It's a movie.
Good vibration.
can't-
Wait. Got those?
You can't sing high while doing
Yeah,
this.
you
Sing loud.
can't. Shit, got those?
Good vibrations.
That's
Yeah,
a
you
lot
can't do it. You
terrifying.
can't do it. It really does. It sounds super
I should
terrifying.
get an auto tune for this.
Oh.
Maybe Brent. Never mind.
I don't know. I also feel like other movies have done the same type of thing a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, was it a good movie? Kind of. Did it set out to do what it was trying to do? Yes.
Mhm.
Was I entertained by it? Not so much. You know?
I get it.
Yeah.
We were disentertained. Not
Disenter-
entertained.
We were
What's up with everybody
disentertained.
today, man?
We're
God
We're
damn.
trying. We don't know words.
Damn.
We need a dictionary.
We were
or
both
the
not
sources.
entertained for
Everybody's
different
off.
reasons, but we were still not entertained as much.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
The movie's not bad, but it's not like a
Disentertained.
fucking masterpiece. It's not something that's
Yeah.
going to hold everybody's attention, but it's still not bad to say this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd say it. See it at least once.
Yeah, sure. So would we recommend this to our mothers?
No.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Oh, fuck.
There's only been like 2 movies that I wouldn't recommend to my mother, and that is The Pest, Expendables 2,
Those
and
three.
now this movie.
Yep, there's 3.
Yep, look at that.
What you looking at? We got
look,
the
Ooh. I might take that guitar solo out.
Don't
It's
you
a little too much.
fucking touch it. You
Maybe
should
I'll
just
move
start-
it. Maybe I'll move it a little bit earlier.
Just start talking while it's going.
Oh, I could do that. Sure. To gain 40 plus pounds, Bradley Cooper ate around 6,000 calories a day, which calculates to eating a meal every 55 minutes.
I'd be in the hospital.
2.4 times the amount of your normal caloric intake.
Amazing.
what? Take.
Caloric.
Calories.
Oh, I just fucking
What a good
say
word,
that, dude.
caloric.
Well,
Damn,
well,
dude.
Well,
I shit
here
the
on
bed
the
earlier, so
fucking-
I'm gonna, it's
You
time
know
to
I'm not
turn
the
on
fucking
big brain.
smartest here.
I tried to keep
Probably
the big
use
brain off
smaller
for a
words
while.
me. Goddamn.
Anyways,
Using his own trainer, he worked out 4 hours a day for several months. Cooper also took twice daily lessons with a vocal coach and spent many hours studying footage of Chris Kyle. When it came to pointing a rifle, Cooper trained with Navy SEAL sniper Kevin Lagz, L-A-C-Z. Legs?
that sounds like a Call of Duty character,
I know, right?
doesn't it?
Kevin Lax.
Probably is.
He also served with Kyle and was a consultant on the movie.
That's great.
Good.
If you're gonna lock in with anybody, there you go.
Yeah.
Good. I don't know why. The script originally included a reenactment of Chris Kyle and his friend Chad Littlefield being gunned down by Eddie Ray Roth on that fateful day. This was to appear at the end of the movie just before the funeral, but it was vetoed by his widow, Taya Kyle, as it was too harrowing for her and too gruesome to have it shown to her children.
I'm
Good.
glad they did that then.
I kind of am. I like the shot where they show the dude a little nervous standing outside. I don't like the shot with Sienna Miller looking at him seductively out the window or out the door.
Seductively.
Dude, when
Oh,
she
not
was
seductively,
closing
you
that
fucking
door,
weirdo.
dude, she was like, ooh, what's going on here?
No,
Ooh,
she was
ooh."
like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
No,
There's
that's
something off."
that is not the look I got from her. Her face was all just like,
I think you should take a test.
You need to take a test.
watch
Does
it
Tiffany
back.
know you guys are married?
Watch it back. It looked does she? Wally knows she was there that day, right?
For which date? What we're
Where
talking
we
about?
got
When you
married?
got married? Yeah, I was there.
She was at the wedding.
I think she was. Wally
I
can.
hope so.
I'm asking
I-
Wally.
I remember that the priest going. He was like, "No funny business."
And we made some funny business.
I was like, "Yeah, fuck you, dude."
Do you remember going in the back room before we were out there and we were sitting down and he was like, "Hey guys, don't touch anything." And we opened the fridge and there was all the Jesus cookies there and we started eating them out of the fucking
we were,
pan.
we were so drunk.
The Eucharist?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
We just started
The bag looked like it was a bag of Doritos. Really, it had a UPC code on it and a barcode
great.
and everything,
It was
and we
great.
just popped that bitch and just started eating them like they were
They
Doritos.
look like little low-calorie sand dollars.
They really did. We were saved that day, sir. We had so much of Jesus's body. We
I
didn't
remember
have
I
any of
started-
his blood, though.
Do you have that all on like video?
No, we should.
Because I remember started getting undressed in the middle. You remember that? Because I hit the ring.
Yo, you hit it
And
in
I-
your shoe,
and I
right?
started taking off my jacket. I undid my pants a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's in the shoe.
And then the priest was just eyeballing me because he had just told me not to do anything like that.
Fucking
at
Jesus
all.
cookies.
Yeah, bro. It was a great day. It was a great day. I'm gonna be real. I'm the most unreligious person there is. So the fact that I had to have it in a church for my wife's family and my family, which is fine.
You immediately, as soon as he said no, don't do anything, you immediately looked at me, and I was like, okay,
We're like,
I know.
it's on.
I know exactly
the minute
what
he's
I have to
walking,
do
right?
now.
The minute he walked out of that room, I was like, "Ooh, what can we fuck up?" No,
All I
it
know
was
is that ring sat in my stinky shoe for a little while, Tiff.
It
I
did.
hope you fucking.
It's been on her finger ever since.
I remember
Thank you.
waking up early, getting to your parents'
Yeah,
house,
yeah. We when we
and
drank
your
a lot
dad, fed me some whiskey
from
some
like
serious whiskey.
1906.
And then you and I jump in the back of my old Toyotas,
It was
and
great.
we drive all the way there, and we're like have to pee. We're throwing beers in the back.
Oh, so okay. So funniest story is we're driving to wherever the church was. I feel like it was like 40 minutes up the road or something.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
pretty far, but we're drinking, and his Toyota was just a single cab, right?
Yeah, 86
86 Toyota what was it?
T100.
T100. So
Something
as
like
we're pounding beers, we're throwing them through the back window. Well, my parents are driving behind us with my grandmother's in the back seat, right? And we're just chucking beers in the back, doing our thing. And Wally's like, "I gotta piss, bro." And we pull over to the side of the road, and this pops up every year on my Facebook memories of I took a picture of him just leaking in the woods with his pants down. I am gonna frame it and
Full
put it in my
tuxedo.
bathroom upstairs
Full
for
tuxedo.
everybody to have.
Smart.
Yeah, it's gonna happen soon.
was
Maybe
good.
that's what I should
Were the
get you
beers
for-
at least making it in the bed of the truck?
Oh
We
yeah,
don't know.
they were flying around
Maybe.
between the wind.
I was kind of
Maybe.
hoping you were going to say they were hitting the car every time you threw them out.
Your
Your
parents-
grandparents
Oh,
like,
I
what
don't
the
think
fuck
David
is
let
happening?
that
I was gonna
happen.
say,
I don't think David
if
let
that happened, we would probably got shot.
I don't think that would have been allowed.
During the time that he was attached to direct this movie, Steven Spielberg contributed several ideas to help the
really?
story narrative. Right.
I wonder if that like made it better. It had to.
It
have.
probably would have been a better
Was it?
movie
Was
if
it?
didn't.
Do you know how many movies Mr. Eastwood had been directing prior?
I had no idea.
Because
He'd
I
been
feel like he
directing
got
for a
it.
while.
Well, he'd been kind of directing, but not big movies up until around this time, though, right?
This was 2014. I feel like there was a bunch of movies he was doing.
Maybe that's just
We
when I
could-
started like getting into movies
Maybe
and like
in
their
like
background.
Yeah, I got you. Anyways, most notably, the addition of a rival enemy sniper, Steven Spielberg added. Because of these changes, the script swelled to nearly 160 pages. At which point Spielberg felt that he could no longer bring his vision of the movie to the screen. He dropped out on August 5th of 2013, and less than 3 weeks later, on August 21st, Clint Eastwood was announced as the director.
It's my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
So,
was meant to be.
Since you did research on everything for this Chris Kyle thing,
Mhm.
that sniper was a real thing?
It was fake.
didn't
was
wanna-
not.
It was
Okay.
fake.
Now, he did say
So-
that he shot someone that was a rival sniper or a sniper
At
from that distance.
mile-long
So that's where they
shot.
got
But-
that from. But
right,
everything else, so like
There
even
was
the
no-
kills that were happening during then,
Right,
or because of the guy,
right,
were not real.
correct.
Okay.
It
There
a-
was no Mustafa
battle.
or whatever his name
there
was.
was no enemy at the gates.
Exactly,
kinda
which
thing.
makes Enemy of the Gates so much better. Oh my god, that movie's so good.
Enemy at gates was like just these two guys opposite sides of the war.
Silly sight stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's what's crazy
So
is
good.
it's kind of the same thing, right? So there's a hit put out on Chris Kyle, right? Because he's such a legend killer, whatever, and there's so many confirmed kills. Same thing
160.
happens in Enemy at the Gates, where he's a a figure because he's killing so many people. So there's so many people trying to kill this guy now because he has so many confirmed kills.
So how far did you get into the research? Because Biggles was shot
Yes, he's real.
by
A sniper.
the other
Right,
the
but
enemy sniper that he ended up killing, and that's the reason he went back to
right,
kill him.
right.
So
So
how far did you get into it?
again, it's not a real confirmed. We knew who it was.
Mhm.
It was literally just, hey, some dude shot Biggles. I'm going back to get revenge. But they didn't. They never found out if that was the
Okay.
real dude or if it
Well,
was a
yeah,
confirmed
obviously
kill.
they're not going to fucking know exactly who it is. Okay, yeah,
Right,
makes sense.
exactly.
That's
Gotcha.
so this is another question I had, right? So you chalk up these numbers. I asked Randall. Randall told me. I don't know how the-
160.
But you report it and then someone else, right?
Mhm.
So that was the rule. Was that the rules? Like legitimately the rules.
I'm pretty sure you have to at least have one
You're
like,
a fucking-
verification.
You're a sniper.
Yeah.
You're shooting long distances.
You don't
but you
know.
have a
How many
spotter.
You
people
don't know,
do
right?
you actually? I get you.
Most
obviously,
of the,
both
most of
see
the
it.
time you'll have a sniper,
You both see
spotter
it.
with you.
Yeah, you both have to
I
see
would
it.
assume.
Well, so this is what I wanted to
Maybe
get
he killed
into.
a lot more too. He could have killed a lot
He
more,
could've.
maybe even a little less. He
Yeah.
could have killed a shit ton more. Because imagine not being able to see that far out and you're confirmed
2,000
shot.
meters. Good luck.
Well, so this is what I wanted to get into when I get to the fun facts of it is how do you get a confirmed kill? You have to know that you killed somebody,
So
right?
That's
So your spotter
I
and
don't-
you.
Yes.
Well, not only that, you'd have to go and see the body at one point.
You don't.
Yeah,
You don't.
No,
There's
for
no,
a confirmed kill, you have to see the body. Not because let's say I shoot somebody and it's like, okay, I hit that guy. Is he dead? There's no way to know for sure. If you shot somebody in the arm and it looks like it killed them,
So legitimately, you have to go and you have to identify the body for it to be
Yeah,
a
you should.
confirmed kill. Because I highly doubt that's a thing. And the reason I highly doubt that is because you're shooting into enemy lines. There's no way you're traveling to go check on that body that
that's
evening,
why-
days
no.
later. You know what I'm saying?
but that's why it's confirmed kills, right? So I would know that I made 160 confirmed kills. Let's be real. Let's be real. Hold on.
Look that shit up, Brandon.
Let's
What
be
is
real.
a confirmed kill in
I'm on
war?
it. Keep going.
Yeah, good.
Unless you're physically going, got one, how are you really know that you got 160? You know what I mean?
You can have immensely more.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right?
You fucking tag someone, they walk out there, they bleed to death. And you're
That's-
like, I don't know
that's-
if that guy's there. You're still sitting there for 2 days waiting for this fucking guy.
That's what I'm trying to say, right? Okay, let's say I had 160 confirmed hits. Cool.
Yes.
But I went and saw that person was dead that I killed later. Cool. Put it down, write it on the list or whatever I'm doing.
Logically, I see that's how you do it, but I don't think that's how they would.
So
they
exactly what I told you before we started this
Let's hear it.
tonight.
did it. Yes. See, that makes sense.
I'm just going to read this paragraph real quick.
Read it.
Go,
So
go.
a so-called confirmed kill is when a sniper
I
self-reports.
like how they say so-called.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep going.
So-called self-reports that they killed a target and some second person, including a spotter or another soldier or a civilian, witnessed the killing. And it's termed without any official status and without any apparent confirmation beyond the self-report of the sniper. So the report from the kill that the person that did the killing with the spotter, like I had said before,
And that's the confirmation.
that's the confirmation.
So was that guy? The spotter that was with it? Was he?
Yes,
did he,
he
have the
was
same
supposed
We had a
to
dude
couple.
the
We had a couple
majority of the
different
time?
spotters.
He
but
was
yeah.
supposed to be doing more than he was.
The
playing
first one, yes.
fucking
Yeah.
on his.
video game.
Yeah,
Whatever it was.
playing on
was
his
it,
video
was
game.
it a gameplay or something?
I don't know what that was,
That's-
but he was
yeah,
supposed to be doing more. He was supposed to be looking.
Well, I broke this down. I
As a
broke it down.
spotter.
I broke it down in my head, and I was like, "There's no way. There's no way. You're shooting someone. I mean, you can see him get shot in the head and go, okay, yeah, well,
Yeah, but you
that's
remember
pretty
in
definitive.
the,
But you clip someone and you just don't see him again.
Yeah, you don't know.
do you remember in
Do you jot that down?
the fourth tour when he had the fucking shit that was telling him how many meters people were away?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what the spotter's supposed to use
Right.
to let you know.
Right.
And this is all just coming from my ignorant brain, you know. Like I don't know.
So ignorant.
I don't know.
So I want to say something
it
about
feels
the
like
about
a legal kind of thing. Like, okay, got a witness.
I'm gonna throw this out there. I've never been a spotter. I've never done this shit, so I don't know personally. But this is what I'm assuming. What I
Exactly,
just read
exactly.
from
We
this
just-
is exactly what
a
happened.
bunch of ignorant fellas trying to figure this out is what it feels like. But
Yes.
it makes sense that that's how they reported.
Yes.
right.
And obviously, there's gonna be some gaps.
There
around
has
there.
to
There
be.
has
Yeah.
to
There
be
has to be.
gaps. Yeah, you know.
Even and I'm not disrespecting Chris Kyle whatsoever.
Well-
I don't believe any person that comes back from a situation like that. I killed 160 people. I don't believe you.
What was it before?
It could be more. It could be
so
less.
Does he have the record? Is that like a record?
Who knows?
Like confirmed sniper kills? Is that a
I believe so. I believe
okay,
it's one of
so
those up there.
How
but,
far is that away from the guy before?
Right. Well, that's the thing. Who knows? And also, like, okay, look at like World War II, right?
Exactly. Like
Who
how
knows how many sniper kills somebody had if they didn't keep a record of it? It's not fucking NFL.
I know. It's crazy. It's when you break this down, you think about it, how crazy it could be. It's,
Right.
It's wild.
So we have World War II memorials.
Sure.
Goddamn.
Memorials.
Not
Who are
fucking
you,
working
me?
today. I think so. They have names for all of that, so obviously they kept records of things.
But what I'm saying
You
is,
still
in the
have- you
moment,
still
okay,
had spotters
hold
out
on.
there then.
In the moment, I'm shooting people where there's a bunch of people around me. Boom.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
I am not fucking remembering how many people I'm killing, or I'm not even seeing that I'm killing these people.
Steve's
so-
questioning the validity of like
That's what I'm
how
saying.
this is documented.
I'm
Words
in the
fucking
fucking.
suck today.
I'm in the shit. You know what I mean?
guys were talking shit earlier,
Validity.
so now I got to fucking dive into the fucking.
You're good. No,
my
you're
big
good.
brain shit.
Yes. What I'm
Usually
saying-
I talk stupid.
Yeah.
But now we're not.
Let
We're
me
in.
let me
Clearly,
finish.
it's me that talks stupid. Okay.
I just.
It's all of us. Let's be
I
real.
can turn it right on and right off, buddy. Yeah.
Let me finish my thought.
Turn it back
Yeah.
on.
I'm
good.
in the shit. I'm in a giant fucking battle in which it lasts an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Do I remember how many people I killed? If I survive?
Yeah, but you're dog fighting. I think sniping is different. Sniping is, when I watch the History Channel,
Wally.
sniping is just a dude chilling and waiting the whole time.
Depending
So
on
you're
what kind of
more
war you're
than
in.
capable of just going one, and then
Certain
3
people-
or 4 days later, maybe going 2. You know what I'm
Certain
saying?
people, but I'm saying
And
if
then
you're
4 tours later, statistically, that's going to add up to something.
sure, but who's counting in World War II?
So I
And his spotter,
I
maybe?
could go, yo, bro. I just killed 5 fucking people. Who's gonna walk 200
I
meters
think
and make
this is
sure?
More, now that I think about this, I think this is more believable now because I feel like initially the numbers would be big. So he's like, "Oh, this guy's great. He's protecting us. He was known going into the first or second tour, right, by the people like that he was watching.
Yeah.
So he had to have confirmed kills, quote unquote, at that
Sure.
point.
Yeah. No. We're not
Just
saying he
times
didn't
that by
have
fucking
some.
4 at that point. You can have 20 after your first 30 and just start doing the math after the fact with him
Again.
getting better. Then maybe he's sitting.
Again.
He's sitting at that's fucking crazy.
I'm saying.
Killing that many fucking people, that's nuts.
Yeah. I'm saying he could have more that he's claiming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or less. Like
You're
it-
questioning
it's give or take some.
Right. There's no
assuming.
way you know the exact fucking number unless you're sitting there and doing what I said, which is
And going
One.
and walk.
But
Two.
you got to think
You know what
you're
I mean?
over there. You're killing people.
right.
That's your job.
But if you're in a war zone in which it is like the last part
You
of the
have to
movie
remember every
where
person you
so
kill.
much is
That's what I'm
happening
saying.
around you.
There's no way
You're
don't
shooting
remember everyone you
somebody.
kill.
Yeah, I didn't get to do what I wanted to do, so I don't know how it is.
That sounds fucked up.
Fuck them. You're over there. You're killing people.
Yeah.
Anyone you kill, you're gonna remember you killed them.
The first couple, sure. But
I
when
think
you're in
no,
a
you're
You're
no,
gonna
hold on.
fucking remember
Hold on.
every single one.
I think we should get Steve to take that test.
Sure.
I think Steve and Randall would sit on opposite ends of the spectrum.
We would.
of
No.
said test.
No. Hear me out. Hear me
think
out.
so.
Let me finish my thought.
I picture Steve
Let me
in like
finish my thought.
a cold bunker, right? Steve, I'm gonna be Brent for a minute. I picture Steve and he's like he's been down there for fucking 6 weeks, right? He's like, it's like freezing and he just is just chilling and waiting. He hasn't eaten anything. He hasn't drinking anything. And it's just been him and some other guy. And this dude finally walks up because he thinks he's gone. That's how crazy you are, I think, in a battle. If you were to go into a battle, Steve. Randall, on the other hand, would have ran out with a bayonet. Like right out the gate. Against a sniper. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me finish
Anyways,
my thought.
Sorry, Steve.
If I'm in a war zone like they are at the end of the movie and I'm just shooting, I don't know if I'm hitting people. I don't know how many people I'm killing. I don't know. Let's be real. That shot that he fucking shoots and goes, I see a little glimmer 2,000 meters away. You don't
Did that look
fucking
like-
know
did that
if
look
it
like-
hit him.
What did that look like when you saw that scene where you see that bullet?
Fucking wanted.
Wanted, but it reminds me of Sniper. Those video games. It's exactly
Oh,
like,
well, yeah,
where you
yeah,
see
yeah.
it, like enter the skull.
Slow-mo.
I will also say this. It was a weak attempt at Sniper. I thought everything in this movie, I was like, this is
Yes.
cool, this is fine, this is realistic, this is gritty. And then that happened and it honestly took me out of the movie.
It was kind of dumb.
Because it was like, okay, cool, it's showing that, it's slow motion, it's cool. Then it just shows him go, and just falls over.
That's your button, though. That's that movie. If you're gonna be,
No, I wanted to see back of the head going,
He saw.
I didn't see it.
He saw the
There's a
glimpse.
little blood
the
splatter
fucking
on the-
the shining of the fucking the
Yeah,
other
but-
guy's scope.
But that
You
doesn't
shoot it,
show that it's
it's
gone.
gone.
Okay, Saving Private Ryan. I see the glimmer of the dude's fucking snope. I'm Barry Pepper. I see it go into that dude's fucking head, go through the scope and blow the back of his head out. I know I killed him.
And Vin Diesel's on the ground. He's screaming.
Right. Hitting the piano.
Yeah.
Family. It's all about family. Come get me. But what I'm saying is, I just don't believe that he would have known that he killed that guy. There's no fucking way. Even the black guy that's with him, I'm sorry if that sounds insensitive. The black guy that's with him that was with the Punisher unit or whatever,
So-
he's the only Punisher guy that's still there.
This is how-
He's saying, I know you fucking got him.
At
You don't
that
know.
point,
He
dude-
wasn't looking.
Hold on,
I'll
hold
get to
on.
my Punisher question. in a second.
At that point, so like, and this is just from me watching videos, right? I haven't
Yeah.
I've shot a couple of scope guns before. Never have I shot that far. This is
get over
my
here.
ignorance. But when you make a
love
shot,
listening to you.
when you make hold on.
Shut up.
When you make a shot that long, it's usually not the guy that's shooting that sees the hit. It's the spotter that sees the hit.
Right, but he didn't have a
The spotter
spotter
has-
at that point.
This what's maybe in the real
Maybe
real
in the
life
real-
it
yeah.
did, but
Okay. Then
you know
show
what
it.
I'm saying? But
Then
that's
fucking
where
show it.
a lot of the confirmed kills, I'm assuming, would at distances would come from the spotter because
was
the spotter is the
probably-
one that's like, because he can at that distance. You're telling you how many meters above target you're off. That's what their job is. Their job is to
is.
relay information. So you know what I'm saying? So maybe we're looking at it from the eyes of the dude shooting the gun, but a lot of these confirmations should probably come from the dude.
I'm looking
spotting.
at it
I've-
as what the movie showed me, and
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah,
movie's perspective, there's no fucking way he would know that he shot that
So
guy.
if we're going off the movie, yeah, probably there's nobody else there. But I
Yeah.
feel like in actual country, he actually had another spotter with him. The guy that was holding the black guy that was there with him was holding security like he was supposed to be doing. So he didn't see it,
Sure.
but he probably had a spotter there with him like he was supposed to. And he's the one that confirmed that one with him.
Well, okay, so
I wonder if
let's
there's any lone snipers.
lone
You think they let guys out, or are they always?
You have to have
You
a
have to
fucking
have somebody
spotter
with
with you.
Exactly.
dude. There's no way.
Because you're not going to have
Exactly.
somebody walk up behind you. And,
Also,
like,
you
you're
need
fucking dead. They broke
that-
through the vents
Thank you.
and all
That's
that
what I was
shit.
just gonna say. You need somebody with you, and I will say this: Call of Duty, fucking 4 or whatever it is, Modern Warfare, the first one, where you're doing that sniper mission and you're going through
so good.
Russia.
The ghillie suits, so it's one of the best
good.
ones.
It is so good. Anyways, back
But
to
that's
this.
our real
What?
life experience, just so everybody knows.
Call of Duty. That's it.
That's as close as it
Except
gets.
for Randall, apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
I never got deployed.
No. So what were you doing?
Not fucking getting deployed, which is why I said I didn't get to do what I wanted to do.
Oh, okay. So not kill people is what you're trying to say. Okay. All right. It was revealed in the murder trial of Eddie Ray Routh that Chris Kyle was shot in the back 6 times by a .45 handgun, inflicting mortal wounds in his aorta and spinal column. Kyle's friend Chad Littlefield, who had accompanied Kyle and Routh to the shooting range, was also shot several times in the back and head. Both men were found with their own weapons holstered during the shooting. Routh, who was been diagnosed with schizophrenia, post-traumatic stress disorder, and alcohol abuse, suffered from hallucinations and paranoia, but refused all treatment and medication. He claimed that he sat in the back of the truck on the way to the shooting range and shot both men because they wouldn't talk to him. The gun that Routh used to kill Littlefield was a 9mm Sig Sauer pistol that belonged to Kyle. After the murders, Routh fled the scene in Kyle's pickup truck. Sadly enough, while on the way to the range, Kyle texted Littlefield, "This dude is straight up nuts," to which Littlefield had texted back, "Watch my 6."
That's
I'm
crazy.
Never picking a fucking war movie again.
That's
I want to say this. I want to
crazy.
say this,
I
and this is
fucked
gonna
up.
sound super insensitive.
Maybe don't say it.
Should have saw it coming. Is that what you're about to fucking hit him with?
They almost killed themselves. The way they treated that guy.
What are you talking about? Say it. Explain yourself.
They didn't talk to him. They let him sit in the back of the truck. They gave him a fucking gun. They tried to help him, yes, but they fucking even texted each other, "Dude, this dude's fucking nuts. We shouldn't be here. This is fucking stupid. Watch my back." And they just fucking let him sit in the back of the car as they drove 2 hours to the fucking shooting range.
I'm gonna disagree with that.
I'm not saying that's 100% what it is, but when you have somebody who's, schizophrenic, post-traumatic stress disorder, alcohol abuse, all this shit, maybe don't fucking let him sit in silence behind you.
Yeah, probably
And give
not,
him
dude. I wouldn't
and
put him
give
in
him a
front.
gun?
I agree to a point.
I don't know about they did it to themselves necessarily. They definitely didn't set it up for full success.
There you
Fuck
go.
no.
Okay. What
You
I'm
know what
saying
I'm
is
saying?
they should have known better in that situation. Yes, they're trying to help a fellow, military
Service
person,
A lot of
service
that's-
member.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe let's not give somebody a fucking gun and have them sit behind us.
A lot of it's
Again.
removed too, right? So you're like,
Yeah.
you have a friend, you've been in it, you both have PTSD, you're trying to help.
Yes.
You're still doing that manly shit where
Yes.
no one's really acknowledging exactly
not
what
not
issues are.
100% their fault,
So
but
it's
at
like,
the
hey,
same
dude,
time,
it's
don't.
like, oh, let's go to a bar. It's kind of like
Right.
that concept. You shouldn't be doing that shit.
Who
but
was the
you
other
do
guy that
anyways.
was with him?
His friend Chad Littlefield,
Was he in the
Marines
in
as
the
well, I
movie?
believe. No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Right. But again, I'm not saying 100%, yeah, they should have fucking known this guy, but maybe don't give somebody who's suffering from all that a gun. Hey, sit in the back seat. Yeah, you're not expecting that to happen, but you never know.
I get what he was trying to do, like just fucking get out there, start shooting stuff.
This
and,
is a-
like,
Right.
calm down a little bit, therapeutic
That is
stuff.
a
but-
horrible story. That is.
It
a
is, it is.
fucking
It's
horrific-
tragic.
I feel like
tragic.
I feel like if you're going through PTSD, that's the last thing you need to fucking do right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's my thing about it is maybe he shouldn't have taken him to a range.
Yeah.
Especially if you know he's schizophrenic, because even his sister, after he shot them,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he kicked them out of the car or pushed them out of the car, whatever, and took his truck and drove. The cops chased him back to his sister's house. But his sister immediately calls the police saying this motherfucker is crazy and you need to pick him up. So people knew it. You know what I mean? So there's no way Chris Kyle and this guy didn't know he was
I feel
schizophrenic,
bad for
suffering
that
all this
guy's
shit.
mom.
Yeah.
That's got to weigh a lot.
Yeah. Killing an American hero in the eyes of everybody for sure. Right? Like, yeah, wild. So Kyle's claim on his awards has also been disputed, with Kyle claiming he was awarded certain medals, but his official records indicate that these were not actually awarded to him.
Which ones?
So I believe there was a couple silver stars or gold stars or something like that.
Yeah, and some bronze and silvers. in
Bronze
there.
and silvers, and basically he claimed in the book that he had a lot more than he actually did, and it was kind of a oversight on whatever military branch he was in, and they came out and said, "Oh no."
So he said he had a certain amount. His chain of command said he had a certain amount. His DD-214 said he had a higher amount than he claimed he had.
right, and then they came back
his
and said,
DD-214 was higher than what he had said. His chain of command was lower than what he had said.
right.
So what the fuck did he actually get?
DD-14 is that what you said?
DD-214?
214. Sure. Sorry, I just don't
You're fine.
know these things.
You're fine.
Anyways, it came out afterwards. I did read this, and it said that we were wrong, and they redacted whatever they said they gave him.
The DD-214 was wrong?
Correct.
Okay.
So they gave him too much, and then they came back and said this is what he actually had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you find out what he actually had?
I did. I didn't write this one down. Fuck.
You son of a bitch.
I could
How
have.
How are you
Anyways,
going to come up with clarification?
It's on Wikipedia if anybody wants to fucking do it. Just Google Chris Kyle. Yes, Wally.
Yeah.
I just so
in
far
Texas.
removed from this shit. How do you? That seems very important, right? Like,
Yeah, how do you fuck it up that
How do you
hard?
fuck that up? Like,
Yeah.
not him, but like,
Yeah, it's not him. It's not on him. It's
How
not
do you
on him.
fuck that up?
There's 3 different accounts of what's going on. They're
Yeah,
like,
I know, that's
we
crazy.
fucked up his DD-214. Actually,
I mean,
made this much.
With everything that's going on in this country right now,
I'd be pissed.
come on. People
I'd be-
fuck up everything.
I'd be
was-
pissed if I was told one thing and then got something different.
Sure. Okay, last fun fact. Kyle has also claimed a higher number of sniper kills in his service than the Navy has officially attributed to him. While Kyle claims to have killed roughly 320 enemies as part of his service in Iraq, the Navy says he killed 160. The Navy's numbers would be confirmed kills, which are only kills that are able to be confirmed on the battlefield. Kyle stated that the Navy's number varied from time to time. So back to what we were saying. If they're saying 160 confirmed kills, that means the sniper
Spotter
and the
was there.
spotter is there saying, "I saw that fucking dome just
There's
go."
a second person. There was a second person.
Second
who was like,
person.
yes.
So
Or-
the other ones that happened, he didn't have somebody, or he wasn't sniping, so he didn't have
Right.
a spotter
Just
there.
of
to
his own
confirm
volition, right?
everything.
So it's like
Right.
his statements.
Yes, so like I just read a thing. I looked it up before I got here. He had the Pentagon last year confirmed that it was 160 sniper kills.
Sure.
Sniper kills.
Sure.
He went out with the guys
Yeah, you see it in this movie.
and was
He-
using
yeah.
M4,
Right.
doing all that.
Right.
So there could have been more from there, which is probably what he was accounting for. Probably wasn't 300 something.
This guy's
knows?
a
Who
fucking
knows?
savage.
Fucking lot.
This
Yeah.
dude
But
is
he-
a fucking badass.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
He fucking. That's a lot of shit, dude.
There's-
I will
but
say
there's
for sure,
So
yeah.
many people that go out and they don't even see
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know.
you're
Yeah.
right.
And imagine being that person that's capable of dealing with stuff like that and then doing that many times.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, and
Agree.
then the whole it all makes sense. That's fucking wild. Does anyone not think that's fucking crazy?
I agree with you.
It is
I agree with
crazy,
you.
and also take what
Confirm that
take what I
many
say with
fucking-
a grain of salt because I wasn't fucking. I've never been there. So I don't know how it actually is, but that's what I'm assuming.
That's fucking wild.
from,
And I'm with you.
know.
I'm with you. I don't think he's lying, but I think he's anybody who goes into a situation and then recounts it later, it's going to be a little different. There's no way, especially when
but
you're
you
dealing
got-
with the stress of war. Again, it could be more, it could be less, but I'm not taking away anything from what he did for the country or whatever happened, right?
That's
Who's
fucking
to say?
crazy.
Let's be real. He's an American hero, did what he needs to do. There could be other people that are out there that killed more people, but we just won't know about it. Doesn't matter.
But even if like it was still
That's
just
so
even if it
fucking
was just
cool.
160, my fucking god, dude, that's a lot of people.
I agree. I 100% agree
Good
with you.
for
Like,
you,
dude,
bud.
as a fucking sniper popping 160 domes.
I was thinking about this shit further, right? So these are guys that are on the ground, right? These are
Yeah.
boots on the ground cats that are pulling off this, which is fucking nuts, right?
Yeah, why do
But
we need that still?
Imagine these guys that
Imagine,
are
if
up
you
in
will.
these fucking AC-130s
Oh, I know, just
and these gunships.
killing.
Yeah. Pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop.
It's
pop,
nothing. It's
pop,
nothing.
Pop. Yeah. You're seeing just people blowing up. Imagine how many people. One dude behind a computer. Imagine.
Dude,
Just imagine.
there's no way to even know
I
how
feel like
many
those
people.
aren't confirmed.
I don't know
That's-
how
that's
you
what I'm
would.
saying.
No way
How
those
would
are
you?
I mean,
confirmed.
you're-
I don't
well,
think those would
I'm not
be,
saying
would be
confirmed, but I'm just the act of killing a lot of people.
Yeah.
Dark
Those
episode.
dudes
I'm
are in
so
these
sorry.
fucking
I'm so
jets.
sorry.
These
What's made it
dudes in
this
these
far?
fucking jets are just popping little white figures
Yeah.
on a machine,
Yeah.
and they're just gone. And they're doing it probably in huge amounts. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Well, let's be real. How many like Black Ops missions are out there that we don't even know about?
I was
that-
watching videos after Top Gun, and
Yeah.
there was a fleet of AC-130s
Mhm.
that were all Black Ops
Right,
AC-130s
right.
doing low flybys.
Can that be accounted to the military to say we've killed this many people? Probably not.
Probably not.
Right? But it's probably in a report somewhere, but it's probably not documented, right? Who's to say Chris Kyle didn't do any of that as well? And that might be, hey, I killed this many people, but I can't fucking tell you about it.
Yeah, it's fun. I was watching these planes. I'm still stuck on this shit. They do the way they do it, right, is they fly like
Highway
circles
to the
around whatever
danger
the
zone.
around the
Sorry.
danger zone.
Yeah.
Right? Arched at an angle. So that fucking gun is just going doof, 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 doof.
Yeah.
And they just keep
Yep,
going.
Yep.
And they just keep going until they got to dip out, until they run out of
How
shit.
did that go
or until-
again, Wally? The doof? Do it.
They're
do
just
it.
going. It's crazy, man. That's
Yeah, no,
war
I-
is fascinating to me.
It is wild.
I have a couple friends that did a lot of
Shit.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that people don't know about that happens, like you were just saying.
Well, and that's the thing. There's a lot that nobody will know about and shouldn't know about.
Yeah.
But it's the reality of war, and it's the reality of, like I said earlier, it doesn't mean that all these people are bad. It just means that there's certain people, just like here at home in America, that there's certain people that are on the wrong side. You know what I mean? And who's right? Because if you look at it from the insurgent side or the Iraqi side or whoever it was, they're in the right, right? So if they
everyone's-
made this
everyone's
movie,
thinking about that too.
justified.
right?
I was thinking about it too
Everyone's
with the sniper when he
Yeah.
not even
You
not even
sh- you
just well no, it was the sniper when he was at his house and
And you
then
see
he
the
got
gold
he
medal?
got, I didn't see that far.
You didn't see
No, I
the
didn't see
picture
it.
on the wall of him at the Olympics?
Olympics
with his
Oh no,
gold
I
medal?
saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
That's what I'm saying. To him, he's doing the right thing. So if they remade this movie, Iraqi
on their
sniper,
side, it's completely different.
That's what
and
I'm
we're like,
saying.
oh my god, we're the fucking assholes.
Yep.
I get it. But no, I saw him. He had the phone call
I get it.
on while he was like sitting
I have to
there
disagree.
fucking with his gun and shit, and then he got a phone call, and then his wife was there with his baby,
Yep.
and was like, "I'm just gonna go do my job."
Yep.
That we gotta
People
do. I get it.
grow. Not all ideologies are good. There's a lot of shit there that's evil. They're so
Yeah.
far removed
Oh, no. I'm not
from
saying
all the crazy shit to the
Yeah.
incestual shit.
I'm
There's-
not saying that everybody over there that was shooting Americans were good people. I'm just saying that on their side, they think they're right.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
extremists
And we
over
think
there,
we're
Yeah,
right.
it's fucking weird.
That's how it is with every war.
Well, no, what it is, it's religion, and we're not going to get into that debate.
yeah.
We're
No,
not going to get into
not
that debate in
here.
here on the decision reel. So, with that, final decisions out of 10. What do we give American Sniper? Randall first,
we're going
obviously.
we're going off the movie, right?
No, you can do whatever you want. However you feel about American Sniper, what would you give it out of 10?
Off of the movie, I'd give it a 7.
Okay.
Not the best movie.
Sure.
I get it. Off of the story, I'm gonna give it a 9.
Oh, you went opposite of where I
So
thought you were.
do you want
to?
to go like 8 overall?
That's fine.
Okay. He's giving it an 8 overall. Walter?
I would give this a 7,
7.
right on a dot.
Dot.
It's a solid movie. It's weird. Us arguing about it right now, or talking about it and discussing it, I feel very adamant about things in this movie. So that's just a testament, to it. So cool.
Sure.
I'll give
So
it a
I'm
7.
going to suck this down a little bit. I'm looking
what
at
she
it
said.
from what Randall just said. 2 different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
The story and the movie itself. The movie itself, I didn't like. Like certain parts of the movie, cool, I'm
it
with.
was
But
iffy.
like I said, it's disjointed to me. It's a little weirdly paced. It would have made more sense as a Netflix show where it's episodic. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So as a movie as a
Like Jack
whole,
Ryan.
I just it just feels wrong to me. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. Honestly,
Okay.
it's not a terrible movie, but it's just not something that me personally I would sit down and watch.
Okay.
Can we dissect that deeper? So you gave that a 5. That's one of
Yeah.
your lowest scores I've heard you give out.
The Pest is the lowest score I've given.
One of your lowest scores
Sure.
I gave you out.
The reason why I'm giving this a low score is 2 things. I didn't like the way the movie looked. It looked
They sucked the color out of this movie to make it darker.
sure, right? But I just didn't like
Sepia.
I didn't feel
Some
like I
way.
was in the movie. You know what I mean? I felt like I was watching something I didn't want to watch. You know what I mean? Like Saving Private Ryan, I'm in
Is
it.
it one
I
of
want
those
to watch
things
it.
that you have more problem? You're not necessarily in it, but you can't look away, kind of things.
But I was looking away. I was pulling my phone up because I was just disinterested in the movie itself. And it's not the Chris Kyle story. It's not anything to do with what we
Just
talked
the
about with
production
whatever.
and the way that
It's
it
the
fucking
I'm
played out.
talking about the movie. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about Chris Kyle.
Get
I'm
that.
not talking about anything outside of it. I'm talking about the movie itself. Just it doesn't drag for me. It just doesn't do anything different through the whole movie. The movie's the same.
Yeah.
It's him coming home going, I fucking hate being home. Let me go back out. Then I go back out. I'm doing the same shit. He's literally sitting and sniping people and deciding, should I shoot this guy? And then he shoots somebody. Or he doesn't. You know what I mean? And then there's an end battle, which is the same battle I've seen in Black Hawk Down, in Lone Survivor, in fucking Saving Private Ryan at the end. I've seen this battle 100 times. And like at the end, he's, running back to get in the thing in the sandstorm. I've fucking seen it. Cool.
So
It
you
came
don't
out
like it because it's not original.
I don't like it because it
'Cause
feels
that's what you're saying.
it
right
feels
That's
safe.
what it sounds like.
Yeah, it feels safe. It doesn't do anything different than I've already seen. It doesn't do anything that just makes me go, I'd watch this again. I like Bradley Cooper in this movie. I like his.
So this doesn't
his-
feel as tangible or at home as the other movies do, because this one feels like it touches reality a little bit more.
It doesn't to me. It really doesn't. I feel like Black
Than
Hawk
Black Hawk
Down
Down?
is more realistic to me than this movie. I feel like
Black Hawk Down's a great movie. It's a phenomenal fucking movie.
Yeah,
And
but
the
this
reason
one
why-
is
no,
fucking
Even
more
conceptually,
real.
it's great.
the reason why I like Black Hawk Down is because there's character development. There's people that I grow accustomed to liking in that movie, and then they fucking die or like shit happens, and I'm
It's
invested
more
in it.
There's more of a heroic underlying factor of Black Hawk Down, right? Because
Right.
these guys are not supposed to be going in or
Exactly.
getting out, and they do it anyway.
This movie makes me
Good for
hate Chris Kyle for just being there. You know what I mean? I get it. I get why he's there. I get why he wants to go back. I
Said at
get
the
what he's
beginning when I
doing.
was there.
You're
Right.
you're allowed to hate this,
Right?
Steve.
I know.
This
I'm
one
just
just-
trying to work it out and to let you guys know that like I
You're the
wanted to
antithesis.
like this movie. I wanted to be in it. Like Sniper with Mark Wahlberg, I just like better. I know it's a fake movie and it's whatever.
That's crazy to me.
I
That's
just-
crazy to me. And you and I are so aligned with most
Oh, I
things.
know.
And
Trust
this-
me.
This movie is fucking grabs me.
By the
I
balls.
don't like watching things that are too real.
But you're
You know what it
fucking
is?
sucked
Okay,
You know
into
what
it.
I'm
hold on.
saying? Like,
This
it's
is-
just
Because it
fucking-
is real. You're sucked
like the
into it.
whodunits. You know the whodunnits?
The
I call them the
whodunits.
whodunits.
The
right? Where
whodunits.
it's like it's talking about
Dudits. The
killers.
whodunits.
And they bring the killers up on the
Just
camera
Piss
during
into that cup.
the cameras and the interviews.
No judgment
That's
here.
Fucking, that's real to me. That's
Yeah,
too real.
I'm with you. I'm gonna say to you what my reasoning
Go
is
ahead,
why I
sorry.
don't like it, and we touched on it earlier.
Just a mild
You said
interjection.
you were gonna go the same way that I did, though. The two separate.
I will. I'll get there.
Oh, okay. So just driving
Enemy at the
south and
Gates.
home pissing me
So
off.
To me, makes me hate this movie because Enemy of the Gates does what this movie like seems to try to want to do better, making somebody wanted by another militia or
That's
army.
more of a movie.
Making and I understand that Enemy of the Gates is not real. You know what I mean? It's making a story up so it can kind of do what it needs to do, but
That's a great fucking.
yeah. What I'm saying is, because I've watched Enemy of the Gates so many times and way before this, obviously it came out before this, it makes this movie go, I've seen it, but better, even though this is trying to be real. It feels like it's treading on the same water that Enemy of the Gates is doing, dueling snipers, but it doesn't do it well. It doesn't have a payoff like fucking Ed O'Neill getting shot in the motherfucking face. So good in the train tracks. You know what I mean? At the end of Enemy of the Gates, spoilers. I don't know. Everything about this movie, I was going, okay, cool. I've seen it better. Okay, cool. I hate this fucking guy. Okay, cool. When is this going to be over? All right, it's over. Fuck. What? All right. That's all I felt.
It doesn't feel like a movie necessarily.
And that may be what it is for
feels
me.
more like I'm watching something on the History Channel that's really well produced.
Okay.
And I love it.
And that's fine. I'm not hating on anybody that
more
can like
than one time, and I have to skip parts.
Yeah, okay.
Can we get to your other part real quick? I
Yeah,
gotta
go ahead,
pee
Steve, sorry.
so bad. We need to hurry
Okay,
this
so my
up.
other part is if we're bringing in Chris Kyle and everything
Yes,
and what
go
about it,
ahead.
like, sure, Chris Kyle's American hero if you want to bring it up and kind of look at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that patriotic because, let's be real, I'm not from America.
Yeah.
Right? I'm a Canadian.
You're a
I
US
brought here.
citizen,
I am
baby.
a U.S. citizen
Canadian.
now, so I look at things a little bit differently than
That's
most
fine.
people do.
Understandable.
Nothing about the Chris Kyle story makes me go, man, this guy, fuck yeah. I just think Texas guy who just wanted to kill people and went and did it. And you know what? This movie changed that narrative to make him seem like he cared about people. But reading stories about other people that was with him, and this is reading stuff online of other people's things, basically said he just wanted to kill people, and that's why he went back. It wasn't about saving his friends. It was about bloodthirsty, like, I just want to fucking kill people that are trying to kill other people.
Like that 9/11 thing they try to angst out in the
That's what I'm
beginning of the
saying.
movie.
Like, I didn't like how they tried to make it seem like he cared about people and, 9/11 or this or that or whatnot. It made him seem like a superhero, and I didn't like that.
I was just about to say the exact opposite of that.
No, I to me, it made him seem like I have to go back and protect my country because I have to protect these people, but yet he's got a wife at home that he doesn't give a fucking shit about.
The last thing
And
this
doesn't care
movie
about the same
does
thing.
is make you really want to be Chris Kyle after the end.
Well, that's the point, I
Maybe
think.
during the middle, at certain points, you're like, oh, this guy seems like he's putting it together.
I don't know, when he was
the end
home-
of this movie, I'm not in. There's no propaganda left for me at the end of this fucking.
Well,
movie.
this movie feels very propaganda to me as well. You know what I mean? Like making
At
it
the
seem
end,
like
I'm like, I don't want to do. Between the PTSD, the getting shot, and all the craziness. Then no,
I
man,
liked how he
get
was
me
with
out
the
of there.
kids.
if this was
at
a real
the-
movie,
while he was home.
yeah, if this was a
I like
real
that
movie
part.
or a fake movie for Hollywood, obviously the ending wouldn't be him getting shot by some dude
No,
in the
fuck
back of a
no.
truck, right? So it would have been some kind of heroic. This is why you're American, and this is what you do, and whatever.
I got a question. Remove.
Can you guys keep talking so I can pee?
Go
Yeah,
pee.
yeah, yeah. This is a remove the biographical, the realness behind this, and slap a fancy ending on it.
Well, the ending doesn't change
Would
my.
you? No. I'm asking. Would
Continue.
you think of it differently? If
No, because I'm thinking of the movie as
Are you
itself.
jaded by what had actually happened, what had actually transpired?
No, because
his
I'm
real life.
I'm able to look at it separately. I'm able to look at it as a movie by itself and as Chris Kyle as
Okay.
a real person.
That's it.
And that's why
the only
I
question
talked
needed.
about the movie as itself first and then brought in Chris Kyle.
Gotcha.
So again, a movie as itself, 5 out of 10. It's an okay movie. There's nothing about it that's over the top and good. There's nothing about it that makes
What'd
me
you give
scream.
the best? What'd you give the best?
I think like a 2 or a 3 or
Oh
something.
shit!
And I honestly would watch The Pest
I
before this movie.
kind of like the best.
And that's fine. The reason why I don't like The Pest is because I didn't watch it as a child. So I don't have
did.
those nostalgic glasses where I'm like, oh yeah, when I was a kid, this movie was awesome. Like I
The
do
most
with
idiotic
Ace Ventura.
movie you'd ever watch as a kid.
Right. Like watch Ace Ventura today as an adult for the first time. Is it good?
No.
No. But
Well,
as a kid,
it's good because I watched it as a kid.
that's what I'm saying. So The Pest to me, if I saw it as a kid, I would probably be like, oh yeah, 5 out of 10 as well. But Bumblebee Tuna, that movie is fucking 8 out of 10 for me all day. Excuse me, but you're also showing Bumblebee Tuna.
All right.
There's
I'll take it. I wanted to pick your brain apart.
someone on the wing.
I really wanted to pick your
Some
thing on.
thing. Yeah,
I wanted to pick your brain because
that's
you
fine.
disliked it
That's
so
fine.
much.
Yeah, well, I didn't dislike it. It's just it
You
didn't.
gave it a 5, Steve, so you didn't
That's not.
think it was great.
That's not disliking a movie. That's just it didn't do anything special for me.
You
that
didn't
makes
think
sense.
it was, yeah. I'm trying not to put words in your mouth, but I am.
No, you're fine. There's nothing that made the movie go, ooh, yeah, I want to watch this again, or this is great, or whatever. The only
Yeah,
good
so
thing,
much better.
Good. He's empty. The only good thing about this movie to me is Bradley Cooper not being Bradley Cooper.
Old Bradley Cooper.
Gotcha. Anyways, end of the episode. Next week, Wally is taking a hiatus for school, which is fine until I tell him
4 weeks or so I'm out.
Until I say
I gotta better myself.
what movie we're doing next week. He's gonna be like, "Oh fuck, I want to be back for
fucking
that."
bitch.
You fucking bitch. So what is next week?
Is it your choice?
It is not. It is my choice. But what is next week? If we're gonna do it on when we normally do stuff.
Independence Day.
Oh.
Steve's playing the cards.
I'm playing the cards.
Is what he's doing. I will not go quietly into the
that
night.
night.
I will not go without a fight.
So what's your pick, bud?
Hey boys, I'm back next week.
One of the best fucking payoffs
Oh my
of
God.
all time
Oh
is
my
when he
God.
flies that fucking, what is it, an F-18?
Whatever.
That fucking jet right up its ass. I remember watching that going, the most fucking heroic death I've ever seen
It
in
really
an
is.
alien
Randy
movie.
Quaid.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's just an alcoholic dude that's fucking flying over crops, and then all of a sudden he's taking down the fucking gigantic
He
shit.
literally saves the world.
It's
America.
Next
the
week
best payoff.
on Independence Day, we are going to cover Independence Day.
Oh my God,
You know you want to be here for it.
I do, but I can't. I got to stick to my guns.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Your boy needs to make that extra
It's your
20,
boy.
30 grand.
That's fine. You do you, bro. But we're
Thanks.
for the next episode in the fucking Pendence Day. Will Smith, welcome to Earth.
Welcome to the
A lot of
Wild,
cigars in
Wild
that
West.
movie.
Oh god damn it! We should do a Will Smith month.
I would fucking love that.
Wild
Wiki,
Wild
wow.
West is the shit. It taught
Wiki,
me the
wiki,
word impermeable.
West, desperado,
When he's
rough
making
riders.
that-
No, you ain't want none of the 600 this part of the road. This doesn't. So look, it's like I told you. Look, I know this shit.
What he has to, when what's his face has to,
Jim West.
he gets that vest.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
He's like, this is my impermeable mithril vest.
Yeah, yeah.
And he has to put that on. That taught me that word as a young man.
I love.
Also, the boobs
I
in the
love-
beginning that Will Smith sees that are floating on the water.
Great. I love the aesthetic of Wild Wild West. The world building of that, the steampunkness of that world is so good. The
People
dude,
hate that
the
movie.
dude with the ear where he's like Jim West.
I love it. He's got to empty it.
Yeah,
Empty the
it's
wax
so
out of
good.
it. Oh my
Fuck,
God.
I love that movie. We're gonna do a fucking. It's just gonna be
Will Smith
Men in
month.
Black, Wild Wild West. What other movies?
Oh, he's got
I, Robot, I Am
Legend.
Legend.
Okay.
What is that?
Those are fucking 4 right there.
Tell
There you
me
go.
a bad Will
What is that
Smith movie
superhero
that
movie
he's
they
in with
did?
his
What is that movie? Superhero?
Hancock.
Hancock was funny.
I
That
shoved the
shit was hilarious.
dude's up
Head
his
up
guy's
the other dude's ass.
The first part of
I'm going to
Hancock is
shove
good.
your head up his ass.
The first hour of Hancock is really good.
I love jaded shit.
The last part of it is
Terrible.
That
oh my
movie
god,
he
my
did,
sister's here.
That was it was clearly like a race driven movie, but the Bright movie, the Netflix special movie that
You know
he
what?
did,
That
That
was
wasn't
actually
bad.
not a
liked
bad
it.
movie.
They were supposed to make a second one, and it got scrapped because
That's
of
the
the
one
whole
with his
Oscar shit.
His clone,
really?
or whatever the fuck
Keep
it is.
my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
what did Five Fingers say to the face?
Unity.
You get Will Smith has a fuck ton of good movies, man. A fuck ton.
Charlie
of good
Murphy.
movies. Hey, show Charlie Murphy your titties.
Fuck your couch.
You
Sorry.
wait, I can't say that
The
word.
milk's gone bad.
You can afford new ones.
We should do a Chappelle show like best.
My boss
skits.
was just talking about this shit
What?
today when I
Chappelle
got
show?
to work.
Well, hold on.
Yes.
Have you seen Chappelle's show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Like
was
every episode?
about to say.
Not every episode, but yeah, I've seen
You need to
it.
watch every episode. It's
He's-
on HBO Max and Netflix, I think.
He's such a fucking well-spoken
He really is. He
individual.
Really is, yeah.
I was watching. Who is he inducting? Someone who got the Mark Twain Award just recently.
Mark
Jon
Twain.
Stewart.
Oh, okay.
Jon Stewart got the Mark Twain Award. And,
Jimmy Stewart.
and he did a whole speech. If you get a chance, look that up on YouTube. It's the best. He is a fucking wordsmith. He is amazing.
He
Jon
really
Stewart?
is.
Yeah.
No. Dave Chappelle.
No. Dave Chappelle.
Oh.
He improvised this whole fucking speech.
Yeah.
And it's
Good.
heartfelt and
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
There's punchlines. The guy is he's the GOAT.
Yeah, he is.
You know what movie we should do, and I don't know how we haven't done yet. Down by the beach.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Boy.
Half-Baked.
That is half-baked.
Oh,
Samson.
what is that lady? That's still one of my funniest parts of any movie where that black lady walks by and he's talking to the horse. What does he say?
I don't know.
You know,
I don't remember.
I don't
he's
remember,
like,
man.
you look hefty, and he's like, fuck you, dude. You
No,
know
I
what I'm
don't
talking
remember
about?
that.
Stop
I'll bring it
yourself
up.
at a good-
I can't
stop
say
yourself
it
at a-
on the
Stop
job.
yourself at a good
I
point
just
there, buddy.
remember the best part was like, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you, I'm out.
I'll bring it up. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Or even
Really just-
the guy from Something About Mary who's like feeding the horse and the horse
Yeah,
dies.
that's
The-
right. It's
Mr.
like the same
Chestnut
part.
or whatever. This fucking Chong from Cheech and Chong is his friend in with the chipmunk in
Tommy
his
Chong?
Tommy Chong. Yeah. God damn.
Don't you get off yet? I know you want to end this right now. Give me 2
No,
seconds.
you do your thing. Speaking of, I want to do
We're
like
already at 2 hours,
that
dude.
70s
Look at
show
this,
fucking
listen,
podcast. It's gonna demonetize us.
Hold on. Hold on. They didn't do the whole scene. Hold on. That was like 2 seconds.
I want to be real. No one said that on this podcast. It was a video
Dave Chappelle.
with African Americans talking. You hungry?
He's talking to the horse and the black
Oh
lady walks by.
yeah, I remember
He's talking to
now.
the horse. He's like, you hungry? And then that lady says,
Yeah, it's funny. That whole movie's great.
It's so good.
You killed Killer Bee,
Hold on. You can't really see it too well. But
Mary Jane. You've seen Half Baked, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say
so good.
fully, man.
It's like
I love Jim Brewer.
10 seconds comedic gold.
It really is. We're at 2 hours right now. I want to say
shit.
we're trying to keep these fucking short, but it just keeps
It's
rolling
not
here
happening
at the
recently.
decision reel. We're just very good at wordsmithing. He's keeping going with that. God damn it!
I am.
Don't say it. What are you doing? Don't. I gotta bleep that out again.
Wait, no, you can't. You can't bleep it out. You know what I feel about you bleeping stuff out, Steve?
We're getting fucking destroyed over here.
I'm
Anyways.
not saying it.
You're right. You're right. Anyways, anybody out here who's still listening, if you haven't fucking canceled us yet, thanks to Wally. Thanks for listening. Please like and favorite. Give us a fucking review on Apple
Culture
Podcasts.
You better not
Culture
cancel.
cancel culture.
Yeah,
This guy keeps
we're
going.
getting canceled.
We're getting
All right,
canceled
guys,
now.
it was
The
a fun
Twisted
run.
Teas.
I've had a good time.
We had a good time. We had a good couple episodes here. Next week we're gonna do Independence Day on Independence Day.
Can we
We're
put
gonna
that
try
on
and
the
have some
soundboard?
people.
Can we-
I'm not putting that on the goddamn
Please, Can we
soundboard.
put that
No.
on the soundboard?
I'll
is
bleep
no-
it.
It's not you saying
I don't care.
There's a Canadian and 2 white dudes sitting over here. There's no way we could do
Oh
this.
my god, we should all do blackface for Halloween
Oh
and have
my
like a soundboard.
God, we're
with all that
canceled. Sorry, guys.
I'm happy Wally's not going to be on the podcast for another month.
See you
Because
guys
God
later.
damn it.
Catch us out at the local bar.
God damn it.
See
By the
you
way, we
later.
do have merch if you want to get merch.
we
You
didn't
can
even
check
do
it out.
that.
We didn't even.
Don't fucking
There was no way
stop
to
it.
bring a goddamn t-shirt into this at any point.
Nobody's making it to the end of this episode.
Nobody's
so that's
making it
fucking
here.
good
No one's
thing.
listening anyway, so it's a good thing.
Jesus
Anyways,
Christ.
thanks for
Holy
listening,
shit.
guys.
I'm
Thanks for
crying.
doing your
I'm
thing.
fucking crying.
Wally's fucking crying because he's being extra.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.